So, in your pursuit of the Akteshi weapons, you secured the Crimson Tyrant battle axe and sought the second, the Azulash whip, overcoming challenges in the Tomb's second wing. Among your discoveries was a Fulgurium, a metal infused with elemental lightning. You learned of the tomb's purpose as both a burial chamber and a site for binding Harun Hilgera's corrupted soul. Unfortunately, residual shadow magic disrupted your attempts to reactivate the binding circle, and Harun's ghostly tempest emerged, leading to a spectacular battle that left many injured. You retreated to Angus's tower for rest, and you discussed various topics, including speculations about the next wing of the tomb and the intriguing items found, like a wind fan, a wand of lightning bolts, and Azulash itself, and a coin that could briefly turn the probabilities of fate. During a quieter moment, Velum and Dejar shared personal stories. Dejar spoke of her difficult upbringing with an unloving father, while Velum confided in her about his feelings for Xiao Yun. Dejar ascended to the surface and, while checking on the time, discovered a package delivered to Angus. Inside were 6 small stone statuettes of Velum, Xiao Yun, Liska, Angus, Dejar, and Grunka, along with a letter bearing the royal wax seal of the Silver Crown. This letter was addressed to Angus from Tora Yornaya, Princess Tora Yornaya, assuring Angus of her safety in Mountainholm, and asked him to accept these hand-carved enchanted gifts for everyone. Notably, Angus's statue showed special attention and detail and effort. Velum, however, gave his statuette to Vadmir rather, as a protective gift. Grunka had a reflective moment by the fire, while Angus and Xiao Yun engaged in a technical discussion about new inventions that throw fire. The next morning, you discussed the idea that the ravines around the tomb were the result of some sort of unnatural spell or magical effect. Before you headed into the third wing. Sturdier construction here was evident, yet invasive thorny vines had infiltrated the stonework, accompanied by fungus emitting an unpleasant odour. Clouds of spores filled the air, but thanks to Ida and Xiao Yun's air bubble spells, the air remains breathable, at least immediately around your heads. Liska opted to use Azulash to strike a vine, causing it to shrivel and flex in response, setting it ablaze with the lightning whip's intense plasma heat. The resulting fire ignited nearby spore clouds, causing some of you to sustain fire damage. The burst of flame created a temporary void in the spore-filled air. However, the burnt spore clouds are beginning to gradually refill the empty space over the following minute. So immediately, what's everyone's reaction to this?
I pinch my eyebrows to put out any of the flames on them.
Ow.
A little of hot smoke.
Little bit singed at the edges.
Okay, who's not dead?
Sorry everyone, I did not know to do that.
Here is just a little back.
Crispy.
The actual fuck.
Alright. That confirms something.
Confirms what?
There are similar, smaller mushrooms where I'm from. They are mostly just poisonous, but on occasion, some people have found that, they burst, spores come out, and in a way to get rid of them is to light them on fire. Usually quite spectacular in a small poof, but Yeah.
Here, kind of, you hear Liska. I think some of these spores are. Oh, my lungs are not agreeing with them.
You should probably head back.
Yeah,
The-
that sounds bad.
As much as I hate to say it, you probably gonna need some rest.
That sounds good
You know-
right about now.
Breathing is important.
While the air bubbles do provide air, they're not an impenetrable barrier.
Yeah, head back and catch up with us later.
Very well, I'll see you later. And with that, she returns back the way you all came. And that's an easy way to phase out a player character. While
Allergic reaction, let's go.
Yeah.
Don't worry, she'll return.
I fully suspect her to be charging in full speed when we hit
Oh, yeah.
next session. We should probably rejig the order. Oh, there we go. It has been rejug.
I've rejugged it.
Shit. Okay.
I'll probably put Angus in front now, since we need an actual tank.
I'm surrounded by bitches and bros.
Never say that sentence ever again.
Careful with what the fuck you say.
Tell me I'm inaccurate.
Say that sentence. Be careful what you say.
You're about to
You-
get no bitches.
What else is new? Alright, jokes aside. let's
You're
scoot
surrounded by
along.
powerful casters.
So, you continue on. Oh, so you go ahead.
No, I'm just clearing my throat.
So you continue on, creaking, the distant wooden creaking that you heard in the distant Sayun intensifies. A couple of ravines halt your path, requiring you to leap over it with the assistance of Tuli or even Angus's newfound metal bridge.
Assume bridge.
Zoom bridge.
Assume bridge.
At this point, you're used to doing. You're used to assuming bridge.
Assume bridge.
I'm also going to DM you something, Sayun.
Again.
Oh boy. Time for more mysteries. Always dangerous.
Secrets and lies. Secrets and lies.
Fine. Pretty much everybody is in intercept.
You can see Sao sort of peering over the edge down into one of the ravines. Not like full on head over, just leaning over, glancing down.
You see something, Sal?
It almost looked like movement, but I'm hesitant to say for certain. Could be.
Right, well, let's be mindful of the shit coming up from up there.
As hearing that, Ita's going to kind of throw up a few more of these sort of pinpoint magical lights in the air. And kind of sends one of them down into the ravines. It's the light illuminates what looks like, at the base of these chasms, a network of massive thorny vines crisscrossing and intertwining with each other, mostly concealed in shadow until the dancing lights illuminate them one by one.
Alright. So, we can assume that everything is burrowed through and there's tunnels everywhere, I'm guessing.
So
You
we
will-
want to watch our footing.
You also notice this, Soyun. It's very easy to miss, but you have very, very high perception here. You see occasional glimpses of shadowy wisps accompanying this maze of vines. And you notice whenever a wisp winds its way along one of these thorny roots, the roots themselves seem to flex, akin to a muscle, emitting this low, ominous creak. Just like that.
Okay, so that's what I've been hearing. In case anybody else hears it or sees it, if you spot brief whisper-like things floating along the roots, they're gonna do movement. Why? I don't know. What it is? I don't know. I don't like it.
Eventually, the roots that weave their way through the hallways seem to cluster into thick knots, requiring you to have to sort of physically step over them or crawl underneath them to continue, attempting to avoid the sharpened thorns. I'd like everyone just to make me dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no.
To try and weave your way
Great.
through the masses.
Oh, okay. I was expecting vine
Is this
tendrils.
plant matter? Is that what I'm trying to get through?
Yes, this is most definitively plant matter. Thick, about foot thick vines and sharpened thorns.
I have a question.
Yes.
Can I use one of the frozen hand axes to try and hack through them, a la Jungle Explorer style? Specifically, the magical frozen hand axe that could get past resistances and also is frozen, so it shouldn't light things on fire.
Okay. Just go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Awesome. That's a lot better than my -1 or 2 fucking dexterity.
Yeah. I thought it'd be an acrobatics roll to get through these sort.
I mean, he's using a hatchet to.
No, I mean, but not the hatchet. I mean, just navigate.
Oh, I mean, I'll allow dexterity saving throws or an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Or
Anyway,
if you-
Angus, have at it.
Or
Whack
if
'em.
you just want to brute force it, sure. 12.
Well, I mean, Angus is in front, so he's got the first whack at it.
As you
I got the first whack. I just have to be able to clear enough for my 4-foot short ass to squeeze through.
as you begin to
I'm used to tight tunnels.
Yeah. As you begin to hack away at these massive roots, again, they're about a foot thick, they're very sturdy. It's like hacking away at tree branches. Deja manages to very deftly weave her way through some of these these roots, using her serpentine body to its fullest extent here.
Sure is handy being a noodle. Meanwhile,
The rest of you begin to very easily weave your way through. Meanwhile, Angus is just hacking away, chop, chop, chop. You notice with each swing of the hammer, each
Axe.
hammer, axe, rather. Sorry, I'm getting confused with Liska here. And as you swing away with your axe, you notice as you chop through each of these vines, they all seem to wince and give this high-pitched, awful kind of shrieking noise as they seem to flex out of the way.
Fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you, and fuck you. And
so these vines are
Fuck you,
basically
that's what
like
you said.
screaming very quietly when they're cut.
Okay.
Yeah, so yes.
Well, that's worrying.
Sayun,
Dejar, you ever see a plant like this?
Sayun, you see
That depends.
the flash of wispy shadow, and suddenly, almost instinctively, one robust and coiling thorny root seems to burst up from the ground next to Angus.
Oh no, I didn't like him being all smacking and whacking.
I would like
You
to.
and fuck you and oh fuck you!
I
Oh,
would
fuck
like to
you!
do something.
Okay.
I know it's a bit of a waste, but spell storing item, vortex warp. Just move Angus like 5 feet back.
That is a complete waste.
It is also probably a bit more than a reaction.
Ringy.
Yeah,
It's a nice thought, but this is happening in an...
So
Yep.
this would normally be a surprise round, but because you have such a high passive perception, you spotted
Much to
you,
Janna's chagrin.
you spotted this early, so it only gets a singular constrict attack on Angus. So go ahead and roll that strength save.
Alright, let me do that. Sorry, I was in my kitchen getting a glass of water. Strength saving throw.
Wait, hang on. Before you do
And?
that, sorry, I did it out of order. That's not the thing it should be doing. It should be doing this.
Oh.
A
Oh.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Very different.
Dexterity saving throw.
All right. So you the thing seems to grapple you towards it.
Sorry, hold on. Fuck you.
And let's see if I can double check what this does. Okay, you are grappled and you're poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh, not the poison.
Great.
And you take
Don't I get a Constitution saving throw against poison though?
in this case, yes. So you roll again. So it's not. It's not.
Oh, so I just roll a raw con, but I'm just saying, dexterity saving throws are normally to avoid like damage and like being grappled.
Yes, it's to.
Was the con save I was supposed to do for the poison
There is
condition?
one. There is one saving throw. It is dexterity, but because considering you are a dwarf, you have advantage on saving throws to. I think it's just general saving throws to resist being poisoned, and it's not specifically
Or
con.
resilience. You have advantage on saving throws against poison, and you have resistance against poison damage.
There you go.
Yes.
So
I can
roll
I guess
again.
I can roll again.
Roll another dex save, please.
I think this might be a boa constrictor situation where if you get hit, it applies the status.
Yep.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
make
there you
sense. It's just a little weird to
Oh.
me that it's a dex save.
I think it's a case that it's potent, and once it's got
If it
you,
touches
then
you at
it-
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
It's
it
Okay.
grabs you, then it's got
the thorny-
thorns that could be injecting
the
shit.
thorny roots wrap around your leg and coils up your body like a constrictor snake, and snaring you in its barbed grasp, inflicting 2d6 piercing damage and 2d6 poison damage. But you have resistance to poison damage. Actually, is it resistant to poison damage, or is it just dwarven resilience? Yeah. Okay.
I
So
believe it was
you
poison
take
damage.
yeah, so you take half of that. And the thorns begin to puncture your flesh, causing excruciating pain, and once again poisoning you for 1 hour. You're also grappled. However, it's at that moment that Sao's I forgot what it's called.
Vortex warp.
Vortex warp. Vortex warp goes off, snatching you from the grasp of this root and planting you where?
Preferably out of reach from the vine, but more towards us.
Okay, so we'll just
Back
stick
behind the
you-
wall of thorns.
We'll just stick you there.
Now, I have to say this. I would have to go to the very, very end. because we're in a straight line. He's been cutting a small straight line just enough for us to dexterity squeeze. There's no open place for me to go that isn't on top of the roots.
Yeah, we've kind of all just squeezed. I don't even think all of us have squeezed through yet. It's like only a few of us.
Right. Okay, so at the very back then.
That's the only
Yeah.
open place for me to be.
All right. So as
Unless
You-
I'm going on top of somebody.
you appear right behind Thule. What's everyone doing?
Observing, seeing
As
what
this-
it does.
This thorn root kind of looks towards you, Sayun and Grunker. Looks like it's about to do another kind of wrapping strike
Janner.
towards you, Sayun.
Janner,
Yes.
I didn't mean to pull him that far back.
Well, he has no choice. There's no space to put him in.
There's nowhere for me to go, dude.
Yeah, it's either
We're
I've
really
been
going that fucking toe-to-toe to line.
Pretty much, yeah, because we're
Yes.
like basically like
Mhm.
in a small
He's been
corridor.
hacking an Angus-sized thing through a small corridor, and everything else is overrun with roots. Either you're putting me on top of the roots that I can't get through, and I can't make a deck save to get out of, or you put me to the back.
it's the same as bet.
We in tight quarters right now.
Yep. So you see this massive thorn root emerge from the ground, grasp Angus, and he's just recently deprived of whatever it's the dwarf that it's holding, and now it looks like it's about to go in for a strike against you, Sayun. What's
So-
everyone doing?
So, question:
Does
Do
it
we
have
want
the
to
reach?
go? Do we want to go
yes,
into
it appears to have the
initiative for
reach.
sake? We
This
want to
is
go
the-
into initiative for sake of clarity, so we're not all
Yes.
talking over each other trying to do things at the same.
all
I
right.
say we do initiative, but before anybody on the initiative goes, you resolve whatever it was going to do with its next attack.
Well, that's the thing. There was no surprise round there, so it didn't get that.
Oh God, I keep
It's-
forgetting.
It's
about
just
the
me triggering.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it got basically one ambush thing, but we're not surprised because that.
Which makes complete sense, and I should be the one to take it because I was the one pissing it off.
Sayun, what you doing?
Man, what the fuck? I'm at the bottom. I'm down here with Angus for crying out loud.
I'm. Yeah, that's not good, dude.
That you know it's bad when I'm
Now
next
you
to
know how it
Angus.
feels. By the way, I rolled a 1.
You got a
I have a
0.08.
0.08.
Sayun,
That's ooh.
Bit of a pickle because I usually do firebolt.
Did I lose my poison condition?
oh dear, I think you did. Hang on.
Gotta be fair.
Do you want me to
Try
come
and
back
switch
to you?
places with somebody, maybe, or do like a melee ranged
You
spell.
could try and switch honestly with
The only people through at the moment, I believe, are Deja and Vellum.
You know what? I'm gonna cast Chill Touch and. Can we even move between each other?
I believe you can.
you can move, but you can't injure space.
Jenner, could we argue for like switching places?
Yeah, if you want.
Well, there's an option.
Then the problem becomes turn order.
No, it's not a turn order. You physically swap places.
Yeah, we
Like,
mean like
instead-
literally physically switching places.
The,
So
the
you were
thing
not in
is,
melee
though,
range with the thorny fine.
She would be ending the turn in your space, so then she would have to be shunting you into yours. Which is probably you would lose the 5 foot or something off of your next turn. If that sounds fair to me.
That makes sense. I'm okay with that if DM is.
Yeah. just this is definitely more of a free form sort of theater of the mind combat.
A
right
niche
now.
circumstance. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna cast Chill Touch on the vine first,
Mhm.
and then move. Yeet.
Would that?
That
I hate
hits.
to say these sorts of things, but would that provoke?
That would provoke, yes. It's going to whip ya.
How dare?
No.
Alright, you succeed,
No.
you take no damage, and you are not
Denied.
poisoned. Nor
Man, this
grappled.
thing is it doesn't attack people. It makes them do saves. That's concerning.
And then I guess move. Barrel.
Hold on. Is that... You have to make an attack roll as an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah, that is a point. I assumed it was going to attack.
Fair point.
Unless... That is just one thing. If it attacks her, and if it hits, it forces a save, that's different. You know what I mean?
Alright, so ignore that, go ahead and move.
Well, we don't have to worry about opportunity attacks with it at least.
I'm gonna move into Vellum's space and basically grab him by the scruff of the neck and be like, forward.
Funny way wants for help.
Grunker, what you doing?
What am I doing?
There's a big thorny boy there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll just fucking chop it down.
Why do I hear a
Is
dog?
it just that thing? There's nothing else?
That appears to be the only thorned route in motion.
The game paused for everyone else?
In motion.
No.
No.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. For a second.
When you say in motion, I guess it means that there's a bunch of other ones around.
Maybe. We only see this one.
Yeah, that's moving. Well, I mean, I guess I'm attacking it.
Whack him.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
Strike him down.
That's not my thing. Effects. Reckless attack. Ooh, everything's really stretched. Things stretched for you guys too?
No. No, everything's perfect. It's normal.
Right, sorry, I must have accidentally marked myself.
You hit yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm raged. Smack.
He was just holding the wrong
Why
end.
is it, why is it targeting me? I'm targeting the plant.
No, because you've still got the targeting little thing
Yeah,
on
you've
you.
got to detarget
Yeah,
yourself.
But... Oh, I thought you could use more than... Okay, never mind.
It's for like targeting multiple things for spells and such.
Yeah, but I'm not a spellcaster.
Do you have
am I?
shift?
Huh?
Normally it's just the one. You have to hold control or shift or something to target multiple.
I just used.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh,
Hey, you got that crit
And
back up.
with that
great.
Oh, okay.
thorned
Nice
root
slash.
shrinks, kind of shrivels back into itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here, hang on. Let me show you what I mean. Check in the text chat.
Well, I guess the plant life don't like being whacked around here.
Wow. Our fate.
Yeah, so I do.
What the
It's
fuck?
I would refresh.
ooh.
Yeah.
Plants give notes.
These
Mold of
do.
Earth. Noise.
Tasty. Yeah, I'm gonna
Groggy
refresh.
eats
Tasty roots. Yeah, I'm gonna refresh. See if that helps.
Angus is in the background just... Well, that didn't feel great. Why are there dogs?
Why are that? I've been wondering that too.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
I'm hearing
hang on,
dogs
hang
in
on.
the background. I'm going crazy.
Let's we'll get rid of that track.
This is a dog dungeon. Vellum is going to
Dog
do
shit.
the help action for anybody coming through the thorny bit. Especially since
Call-
Angus is back there and he's gonna have to fucking wobble his way through again.
Jurgen
Angus
called back.
comes up and like, "Don't worry, lads, I'm just fine." As his face is quite puffy.
Oh,
not
no.
you too.
Katie, over there, Angus, you. Ooh.
Jesus. Okay. Ooh. Fucking Thule jump scare.
She is a big lady.
Suddenly, my entire screen was just her portrait, for like half a second. And then
She heard you were talking shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk
Okay,
shit,
now-
get hit.
Yeah, all right, now everything's back to normal. Okay,
Okay,
nice.
good.
Ooh.
Okay, so we should be careful about cutting through things.
I guess it makes sense.
As you turn to Angus, hand forward, other hand up, holding the hatchet, just ready to go for the next swing. Oh, all right. If you're fit.
At least until we have a better idea what's going on, because that was instant, or right away. It jumped for you.
He kind of looks over at the dead thing that Grunka's rifling through. He sees the noticeable essence, the magical essence on these things.
Yeah, funny.
Right. Or hear me out, lads.
It's kind of hard to do, but yeah.
You seen
Yeah, do you have an antitoxin, Angus?
He kind of pats himself down a little bit, and he touches his very puffy face. Oh.
I've got a few extras if you need one.
Hold on.
I love the dedication.
Commit to the bit.
I'm more impressed by the consistency.
I'm impressed as well.
Let's see, what is it doing here? I have to just check one thing.
There you go. Just taking away the damage I accidentally did to myself.
Just... Dull.
Was that a no?
Dull. Yeah, he shakes his head.
Okay, I was about to say, do I need to insight him to figure out what the fuck he said? Alrighty.
Passive insight. You can tell from the
No.
fact that his face is still swollen like he just got stung by a scorpion that he apparently has not drunk an antitoxin yet.
I know, I'm joshing. Anyway, I've sent a trade.
Yep,
Hey,
you start rifling. Love this, lad. I love the mother I could do.
Drink this, then try talking.
But I love the as he wiggles his fingers at you.
Just
like,
take the ball.
huh?
And you just
There we
use okay, antitoxin. There you go. So that does get rid of poison, doesn't it?
Yep.
Let me
At least I think it does.
Well,
Oh wait,
yes.
no, you just get an
Advantage is the
advantage.
same.
I'm thinking of
Advise-
I'm thinking of it like an antidote. I apologize.
Wait, hold
yeah.
on.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'll be good to have for later.
It is lesser restoration does cure poison.
Let's see, I think I have something else here. Oh, yep, I have.
He downs it.
That's for wait. That's preventative. That's for the next time you get tangled up in a thing. And then he's gonna pull out another jar and use. Don't know if I can use this with targeting, but I will try. Just
He's not an
slap,
alchemist.
just
He
slap a
doesn't
little
know.
ointment on his face.
Don't pull the beard has the first
I ain't touching nothing. Just stay still. And that should. Yep, ceases to be poisoned. And you regain that many hit
The
points.
swelling. There's this sort of a ethereal shimmer around your swollen face as it starts sucking back
Okay.
down,
Looks
and
like that was feeling pretty bad, but I think I'm a lot better now. My lips don't feel quite as sore anymore. Oh, I think I cracked one.
Hopefully that antitoxin will stop it from happening again. At least for a while.
What is it do? As he sort of looks at the vial, because you slapped it out of his hand before he could drink it.
It's supposed to help ward off poisons, venoms, and shit like that.
Oh, I don't need that. Here you go. He'll give it back. That does no good for a dwarf.
No, alright.
I can't trade it back. I technically used the item and it destroyed it.
It's
So
fine,
if you
just
have
delete it
another
and I'll
just
add one
add
back
it.
on.
Oh, it's automatically deleted.
they just go
I
to
don't either way,
just
I
add
apologize for
one
my
to your-
kerfuffle. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh.
I'm so used to antidotes being antidotes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
Antitoxin
is
being
anti-
antidote.
Yeah, this is an antitoxin, not an antidote.
Toxins and poisons are different, D&D. Fuck off.
However, you now know what to look out for.
Angry vines.
Alright. So. I feel like I say that a bit too often, but the more we provoke the roots, the higher the chances they come alive.
Does seem to be
Pardon
bad.
me, excuse me. Hello.
That is just fantastic.
Well, I mean, plants are alive. These ones just have the say of what they do about it.
This kind of reminds me of what I've read in that book about the Dwarf Wilds, the Druids. Well, Dark Druids.
I'm just gonna look at these vines. I'm just gonna turn around and look at Thule.
No.
Yeah.
Druids are
Yeah.
more respectful about
Well, yeah, but
The-
you know, can't she like
the wild.
talk? Yeah, but can't she like talk to plants or like have them move or something? You know,
Well,
being a druid.
I can.
He can, but there are other druids that are darker in nature, and
I don't think he's talking about that. I don't think he cares about the history. I think he's more thinking about the now.
Yeah, like can't she like right now just kind of make these move away so we can go through without hurting them?
possibly. The Herlix to Thule. Can you possibly do that?
I can certainly try it. One moment. And with that, she kind of begins to wade through the. Actually, no, it's roots all over. She turns to one of the nearby sort of thorny, massive roots, and begins to chant in this otherworldly language that none of you quite understand. Her eyes glow this verdant sort of turquoise, greenish light, and she rests a singular, delicate hand on one of the roots. And she makes these series of like creaking, groaning sounds, reminiscent of a creaking wood or rustling leaves. It's very strange. She kind of halts for a moment, and there's this look of surprise and slight horror on her face as she retracts her hand, and then very gingerly places it back on. Once again, she converses. She singly converses with the roots, and you watch as some of them nearby begin to flex like a muscle again. And once more, so you can see these wisps of shadow kind of run through these vines, and each time they do, they flex.
Okay. Scratch the provoking theory. It's the wisps. Let's do it.
What?
Tully's eyes immediately go back to their normal sort of pinkish glow. She looks at you, Sayun, with this slight look of horror. Whatever I talked to there was not at all natural. There was an essence of plant life there, but twisted beyond measure.
I had a feeling.
I just heard a screeching. Oh, she kind of shudders to herself and sort of backs away from the roots.
Don't mind me. Just gonna do some. Wow, that's exactly my intelligence.
Oh dear.
Okay. I'm gonna
Okay,
ask a
not-
very uncomfortable question, both for me, but also for you, Thule. Do you think that possibly there are souls involved in this necromancy?
If you can make a nature check.
Also, good job.
Angus
That's
is
the
gonna-
exact thought Vellum was gonna have until he's not smart enough.
I think this is just gonna pipe up.
Disadvantage.
Oh wait, no, she got rid of her exhaustion during the rest.
I mean,
Yeah,
even
I
with
was
disadvantage, that's a fucking 26.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, like, before we started. Like, is she still exhausted? But I kind of forgot.
She gives you a look, Sayun, and that's pretty much all you need to know. That is it. She definitely thinks so.
So, law necromancy.
Always, yes.
Fun! Right, let's continue then. I do not want to stay in one place for too long around here.
So, now that you know what to look out for, it takes some effort continuing your way through the mass of vines. And as you kind of carefully traverse this hallway, your senses now on very high alert for the presence of quote unquote living barbed roots and vines. Your steps lead you to another obstacle. Contrasting with the rubble and stone debris of the past, a massive cluster of colossal vines, ranging between 1 and 3 feet in diameter, intertwines to form a dense and elaborate barricade, effectively obstructing any more passage along the corridor. Occasionally 1 or 2 vines will sort of flex and surge from, again, that same surge of shadowy energy from the nearby ravine. This seems to be a similar problem to what you encountered attempting to gain entry to the Stormborn Temple. This time it's a massive blockage of twisting and dense vines. And it seems now the clearing the path now relies on your resourcefulness and creative problem-solving skills.
Angus, let me take lead for a sec.
Alright. I was gonna say one thing. I was curious, thinking about you say talking with the souls. Didn't those things spit out the moat, the little green puff, much like the other things we've found? Elementals of the lake.
It looked the part.
turn to Grunka. Did you
Hello.
find something while you're picking over it?
Yeah. I found, it's gonna bring out 2 jars. You got this thing, which is, it brings out like a mote of earth, which is like, I don't know, it looks like a little wispy green thing. Yeah, I found this thing, which I think is, green. And, yeah, I found this thing, which is, then it brings out the other jar, which is basically like just black. Which, I don't really like.
What is that?
I don't know. But it came from the plant together with the other thing. So, this green thing I feel like it's more, earthy. While this other thing, I don't think that belongs in the plant.
I'm a bit inclined to agree. Gonna like wave to Thule, I suppose. Would you let the big plant lass look at it and see? Because I'm not quite sure.
Sure.
It may give us insight.
I'm just gonna give her the two motes.
All right. Yeah, Tully's gonna make another nature check.
Either way, that looks just like the things I can use. What not to no, step back so that way you can have the lead. That I use for the crafting.
Mm-hmm.
I've used similar things with the fire for your axe and more.
Well, it is as I suspected. Motes of earth and motes of shadow. These types of motes, and she kind of gestures to the jar with the small sort of inky black roiling darkness within it. These tend to be gained from extraplanar places tinged with undeath and necromancy. That's about as much as I am sure of.
I don't think you should craft with this thing.
Is he kind of like points at the necromantic one?
Yeah, that one.
Ah,
Seems
who knows?
seems like a good way to get like a haunted weapon.
I think it could be wise to do it with it. Hear me out on this. But a lot of antivenoms are made with the minimal venom of the thing that bit you, right? So there could be use for it.
I mean, maybe, but just be careful.
Oh, I agree. Gotta be careful.
The bromancy isn't very good. It's very bad.
Not all of it, as he looks back to the jar. Not all of it. Some of it for sure.
Right, everybody step back. I'm gonna try something. And I promise it's not stupid this time.
I don't. Okay.
Angus about to correct him.
Uli and Ida just start stepping back.
Velen's gonna approach the blockade.
Everybody stay back, it's gonna morb.
So you said this thing is entirely made up of, right?
Sorry?
You said this blockage is essentially entirely made up of plant life.
You can see it is a mixture of tangled, thick roots and intricately carved chunks of stone.
Okay. I got my sunblade out at full pelt like I usually do, and with shield ready if I need to. He's gonna sort of slowly move the blade as close as he can to the plants without stabbing them, just to see if there's a reaction.
Are you
notice-
gonna Phantom Menace the door?
I don't know what that means.
You know the Star Wars movie?
Was it one of the shit ones?
There was one of the prequels.
Oh well, there we go then.
The first one where they put the lightsaber through the door and it like melts.
No, I'm not doing. Vellum has thoughts. Surprising.
Oh no.
As he's sort of doing this, he just quietly says sort of more to just a general space than anyone specific. If there's necromancy going on, and I know that if these are undead plants or whatever the fuck they could be, they might not like this, and maybe I can ward them off a little. And failing that, it'll be a lot easier to cut through them with this. But for now, I think he's sort of waving it slowly near the planty parts of the blockade.
You notice as you enter the range of, as your light enters the range of these now massive roots. They're at this point they're about like 4. They're ranging from 2 to 4 feet in thickness, in diameter. And you enter as your sunlight enters their range, as it's bathed in this divine light. Some of the roots seem to once again flex. You notice this now as well. These shocks of shadow seem to dissipate from the plants, causing them to retract. Again, flexing like muscles.
Okay, so far so good, I guess. They don't like sunlight. I've seen some of them wispy things you was talking about, so coming off them when I do. He's just going to sort of like not be blocking the line of sight and do it with another piece of it just to demonstrate to everyone so they can all see what's going on.
With a massive creak, one particularly large root seems to slink away from the light, and with it so it seems to the tightness around one particularly large chunk of debris seems to come loose, and it slumps and thunks to the ground.
Vellum will wait a second to see if there's any reaction, like if he's going to get jumped by a vine as well.
Wait
If
for
there's
a
none.
moment. The stench in the air here is very. It is palpable, particularly near this blockage.
And seeing that he doesn't get attacked. Well, at least that's one way to get through some of these. So I need your big brain for this. Can you take a look at all this, just gestures to the wall, and figure out which vines are the ones I need to be spooking off? We'll be here all day if I try getting all of them, and I don't want to, drop rocks on us.
I'm gonna assume investigation.
Investigation check, please.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, there you go. The 28.
The right person for the job, apparently.
It is. There is very little issue seeing, or at least trying to find the more structurally sound places, but you can reliably keep in place to keep the most of the rubble aloft. Whereas other places seem to be more entirely enclosed in pure vines. No rubble, no debris. There's no risk of any falling rocks if you were to clear this way. And you gradually begin to make your way through this blockage until what seems like the emergence of a small opening in the other side. And with that, a voluminous burst of green mist starts billowing out from the space beyond the blockage. Alongside this, a thick haze of spores, stale and lifeless air, streams outwards. You're very familiar with this, Angus. This is black damp, also recognised as mine gas, a toxic accumulation of air that's unsuitable for breathing, invisible and deadly. Typically, spores don't accompany it.
Thankfully, we have bubbles.
Indeed.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very good. In fact, that sounds incredibly bad, and he will voice that information immediately.
All right.
Oh, yeah, that's incredibly dangerous. A great killer down in the mines. Be very careful. Is it flammable?
S- some pockets of black damp can be flammable, but typically it is the absence of oxygen. Most of the time, it just plainly kind of puts out fire because fire needs oxygen to thrive. Yeah, pure.
He'll share some of his knowledge on it.
Yeah, it's more often than not pockets of pure, just stale air and carbon dioxide that just sucks oxygen from the air.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad we can breathe.
Mm-hmm. So, thankfully, with the air bubbles around your heads, there's very little need to continue with caution, I guess. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
At least when it comes to breathing,
Yeah.
we're going to be plenty cautious.
And eventually... Oh,
Nope, go on. You were about to proceed, and I was also about to proceed.
alright. Eventually, you manage to scare enough of these tendrils, these massive roots out of the way, to continue on to the other side. Give me a brief moment. So I gotta load up the map.
Time to see if the dungeon causes lag.
Indeed. I gotta get rid of Liska as well. Hang on. 'Cause
Get out of
ain't
here, you are sick of your AC. This is like a field day for Jen. It's like, aha, I don't have to deal with the tank.
Right. Let me activate that scene for you all.
We need everything taking opportunity attacks. Just running past everyone is like, we're free! Ooh, I am super zoomed out.
That still looks like a bit of a huge map, but
Seems to be no real chug. We'll see once we start moving. First thing first. Where is... There it is.
I'm getting Ori of the Blind Forest vibes here.
yeah, kinda. But I'm just looking down on the.
Oh no, I'm already seeing that and I'm hating every second of it.
There's a lot of thorns down there. Oh hey, rotweed.
Yep, I'm seeing it.
So you
Oh,
push
no.
through to the opposite. Yep. So before any of this happens, you push through to the opposite side. The greenish haze hangs most densely in this area. A putrid odor of decaying earth fills the air, thick and oppressive. The spores coalesce, gathering in visible clusters due to the dampness in the atmosphere. Notably, they don't just reflect your light sources, they are illuminated by peculiar bulbous formations nearby. These growths, sprouting in small clusters from nearby fungus patches, rise to about 3 to 4 feet tall, and they resemble luminous, veiny pustules or balloons, surrounded by a halo of glowing spores. Grunker, upon approaching one of these, and upon laying your gaze upon this with your large, beady black eyes, you immediately realise, a little bit too late, what these are as you approach it. And they rarely reach this size. Go ahead and make me a stealth check.
Yes. Let me just look at something, because I remember I had some sort of stealth bonus. Was it a D4 I added?
A D4 if you're surrounded by rocky terrain or dim light. So you would not get that bonus here.
Oh well, the dim light is out. I'm afraid. I apologize.
Yes, thank you, Vellum.
I'm not
I
the
would
only
like
one
to
with light
apologize.
source. Don't blame me.
I would like to apologize.
Yes. I also loses my fucking
Yeah, thanks.
long range.
Thanks, Ayun and Vellum.
Don't go next to a bibberbang
And,
then.
you know, speaking of light sources, I have to say, I still cannot use the light on my thing. You know, it's getting very frustrating.
Ow!
Yep, make a dexterity
Under
saving throw,
and
please.
poison.
Oh no! I forgot about that. You know, yoked into the thorns.
So,
I like that
As-
it's not
Needed
itself
1,000 to
as
1,000 plus
Grunker-
2. What the?
that should not be. Oh, hang on. So that should be. There we go. So, as Grunker approaches one of these glowing, bulbous, pustule-like growths, it immediately seems to react and shudder, and then explodes in this loud, thunderous bang that reverberates throughout the chamber. Grunker, you take 7 points of poison and thunder damage, which immediately seems to set off the other one that you saw nestled in this corner. It too explodes in this cloud of noxious spores. The stench is immediate, and it is quite possibly the worst stench you have ever smelled in your lives, akin to rotting corpses and rotting moss and mildew. It is awful.
Rot squared. Got it.
Makes me hungry.
Run
these
to the
are
third
basically-
tower.
These are plant corpses.
Great.
Okay,
Ow.
let's not do that from now on. You see anything weird, you call it out and maybe don't go near it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we
I know
can
what this
try.
Yes, you know what exactly these are, Grunker.
Yeah, you haven't seen one this big before though. Okay, so yeah. So you know, you can really see it all well with all this lights going on. You can adjust
Yeah.
you can adjust his goggles.
Son brother, I realize you do not like the dark.
Makes you very
You
hard
need the
to see.
light.
Makes you very hard to see, okay? Especially when no one warns you before they do it.
It
Thank you very much.
It has been on the entire time. I cannot. Well, I'm sorry, Grunker. I'll try to say when I'm turning it on.
Thank you. Yeah, so, those things, as you see, explode if you get too close. Be careful.
noted.
Yeah, you know. He's gonna peer off in the distance. He looks like he's a couple more, but
Like one over here.
yeah.
A
Yeah,
little worse than corpses. Ugh.
yeah, just, you know, pretty bad. Called blight bloom. Or stink boom, as we like to call him.
That's
It can smell
sounds
like-
better.
That's
Yeah.
that's a
Smells
lot of
pretty-
vines.
Yeah, it smells pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest.
What are roots even used for? I can't come across them a lot, and they don't seem valuable.
They're used for a variety of crafting.
Oh, I mean, there's a cluster of roots there in a jar.
No, I picked up some rotweed. Good for poisons. Still need to practice on some of the poisons. Ooh,
Yeah. Always hover over the terrain. Might find cool shit. Janner, what is the drop?
The drop is about 100 feet down into
so
a clustered network and webbed mess of thorny vines.
Well,
always assume danger.
If I fall, I'm not going to get poisoned to death. I'll just die on impact.
Assume death. Assume death.
How big is that? How big is that bridge again?
25 feet at max, I think.
Yeah,
That's
5
really-
feet wide and up to 25 feet long.
Okay, so we can assume bridge here. Good.
Well, I'm back here still, so
Yeah.
let's wait till-
call back. Unless we want to maybe try going the other way, this might be a good spot for your bridge, Angus.
Wait,
Jan-
I'm not.
Janet.
I don't know.
Janet, these vines that goes like above us, like
Yep.
like this one. How far up is that?
That's about 40 feet high.
I assume as tall as that wall,
Mm-hmm.
or is that wall as tall? Okay.
Yep. The ceiling is 40 feet high.
That's nothing but-
It's as tall as the wall. Yes.
Okay, so the vine goes like flush with the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Janner,
This is
help! I'm in Thule.
That's a sentence
Thank
I
you.
do not
He's
want
gonna
to
be upset.
It was just like I was away for one session. I was gonna go stand next to my boy Angus, and then I was like, "Well, I am trapped under a mountain folk now."
Oh, oh no! I slipped and fell inside of you, Thule. How terrible!
How unfortunate.
There are too many jokes, so I'm just gonna move on.
Just right. Anyway, Jenner, I sent you a DM.
Oh,
As a janitor, I'm just
hold
gonna
on.
gonna look at this blue glowy stuff. I'm just gonna see like what is that?
what is that?
Make a perception check.
What is?
Perception.
I don't want to make a joke because it might be true.
It's
See
very
one over here.
very difficult to tell, but you can see a sort of faint blue glow beneath some of these vines.
I see one over here. Oh, up here. Never mind. I see a lot of light and it's getting in the way.
I see nothing.
Times the light is good, dark is better.
I mean, I can turn it off if you all want to bumble around in the thorny wasteland alone with that light.
You know, some of us have dark vision, some of us do not.
I tried to
who
be
doesn't?
helpful for everyone.
I think the only one who doesn't would be Thule.
That
Hey.
is possibly true.
I do again some of my own lights.
Yes, it's just I,
I
want
mean,
to know
that's
what those.
quite fair. She has been.
Yeah, I mean,
is this
I've
just
got
like
my sword
a
on because it
straight
wards off this shit, so...
How high?
It's
is
true. Just want to know what's blue glowy shit down here. Can't see it.
Sure, we'll find out eventually.
So
What was your question, Atlas?
How high is this wall?
I just
Does it
said
go all the way up to the
40 feet.
ceiling?
Yes.
Okay. Up to the ceiling. So that's just it. Just leads into a wall.
Mhm.
This is a weird bridge. Okay. Alright, speaking of-
the path itself appears to continue on in this direction up a series of a series of massive stairs. You can see a number of these other
Let's-
pustulous green outgrowths. What Grunker described as blight boom.
Okay.
Let's see if this works. He's
I
gonna
don't-
sort of hold up his finger and his thumb in an L shape, and he's gonna aim at the little thing next to it. He's gonna lift up his holy symbol behind his back like he's about to chuck an axe. He's gonna throw it forward. He's gonna throw a little spectral axe, and
Too much light.
As the black boom seems to explode as this ethereal axe impacts it.
oh, there you go.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Could also just sneak by it.
Oh, I lack permission to create a tile, and I was trying to drag out my bridge.
Guts.
Break.
Don't
Give it some more.
drag it out. You just
Yeah. Give you some more room.
hang on.
Technical difficulties.
To be fair, we've been assuming bridge so much we haven't really tested thoroughly.
I think I got it.
There you go.
I tried to drag it from my hotbar instead of,
Nope, bad move.
yep.
There you go.
Bridge.
Let's see, so...
I think yeah,
trying
you,
to remember, do I click on the gear?
yeah, you just click on the gear. But it's you've rotated it so the gear's put in the wall.
It's under the vine is what it is.
There you go. Should be able to use it.
Junk.
All right. As Angus unfold, yeah, you have to rotate it first before you extend it, otherwise it just shrinks back. Boundary
good to know.
limitation.
There we go.
But yeah, easy enough to do.
It
Question,
works!
Jen. Alright, works.
Bridge.
Question, Jenner.
Mhm.
Is this a platform or just a feature of the wall?
You're not jumping over there.
I'm not. I'm just looking at like what is a thing, what is
there,
not.
there do appear to be a number of sort of outcroppings of the wall that look like they could be jumped on. This one's about 50 feet down.
David, the edge.
Wait, what am I doing? We have a bird. We have a bird for this. Miss Tooley, could I ask you a favor?
Duh.
Well, Dejar seems to be taken by something glowy down there. I was wondering if you'd be able to go have a closer look.
Very well. I will see what I can find.
Be very careful, there's a nasty drop into some horrible thought.
Duh. And she's going to pull him off into a giant eagle. Right.
Groker is gone. We've lost him.
Yes.
All right. Let's see if she can maneuver her way through the thorns.
Let's say it's a very big eagle for a very kind of narrow path.
Yeah, it's kind of why I said she should be careful.
Yes,
It's fine, she could probably like stick her talons in the wall or some shit.
probably.
Or just hover.
So, as you begin to inch your way towards this black boom fungus, trying to make good on your mistake before, it seems to pulsate at your presence and then seems to relax and deflate us a little bit. And as it does, this cloud of spores just drifts off from it, almost like it's letting go and relaxing from this from your presence. And all of these spores begin to drift and sort of just rest upon you, Grunka. You are now covered in Blightboom spores.
I'm sure that'll work fine. It'll be fine.
Yes, actually make a sleight of hand check here.
Sleight of claw.
Sleight of claw, indeed.
Yes. Well,
Oh,
not bad.
okay.
Just gonna fucking nail it apparently.
thumbs.
Yeah.
Cooley brings back up this.
This is the rare thumbed eagle.
Thumbed eagle.
Yeah, it has it.
Cooley
Both
brings
thumbs.
back up this glowing cluster of blue radiant roots,
Ooh, labels.
and she gives you a squawk.
Thank you kindly, Miss Tooley.
Thank you.
Carefully scoot across the angled bridge.
Angus reaches for a cracker, but knows better.
It's not a parrot.
Yeah,
Exactly.
he's a
He's
giant eagle, and unfortunately, he does not have a squirrel snack on him. So
He reaches and grabs a half a rabbit.
So was that worth the effort, Joe?
Yes, it was.
So, for clarity, Grunka,
Yes.
those spores, because you know all about Blightboom.
Yes.
Typically, when some very bold harvesters kind of go out to harvest Blightboom fungus, this technique was told to them by the local myconid colonies. You need to be you need a very careful step near Blightboom, but if you're successful, you are able to coax some of the spores onto your clothing. This very specific technique where if you were to, say, for a shorter period of time approach another Blightboom fungus with those spores upon your clothing, it wouldn't detect you at all.
Yes, this is
So-
very true.
For a period of about a minute, you are immune to detection by Blightboom fungus.
And he just sprints.
I could.
I'm immune! And then he's gone into the darkness.
Exactly. Never to be seen again. A minute later.
I finally got away from the sun! Whee!
Yeah, it's following me. Okay.
I'll remember you!
Okay. He's gonna look at the planes, gonna look at everybody else, and it's gonna be like, okay, everybody stand back a little.
Oh god, we don't need so many light sources.
There's too many light sources. I'm about to die.
So many.
Like, runkle up.
We have too much utility.
Yeah.
Wave lights. We wave lights.
At what point does this stop being a platform? Just so I know where I can safely stand.
About there. You could probably just about stand there.
What about these 3 squares now?
Oh no. Oh,
Okay, so that is a sheer
well,
drop.
actually, that square there you could stand on.
Okay. Just screw.
Sleight of hand. All right, easy enough
Sleight
to
of
do.
hand.
He
And
takes out
you-
a little knife and he cuts it at the places he remember one time being told how to do, and be like, okay, I really hope I remember right now, and then I did. Oh,
And you pluck away these small, underdeveloped bulbs of Blightboom And again, you know exactly what these can do.
Yes. I'm gonna keep these. Also, question. These are mine. Also, general question. I don't think we ever talked about that, but how long would these last in like a bag? Saying how they're technically living things or whatever you want to say.
But they can last a good while. It's kind of separated from their stems, about a week.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know.
There are, of course, methods to further preserve them.
Yes. Refine them, but
Yeah.
Gronka is not a bombardier. Bombardier. Also not a farmer or a mushroom.
Mushroom.
Definitely not a mushroom.
Jenna, I'm gonna
Angus
carefully
will,
take a peek.
call out to you.
Sorry, what was that?
Careful,
Alice?
Grunka. Didn't that just explode?
Well, I mean, it did, but you know, Gronka's kind of like gesture towards his spores that are now gone. Because it's probably been more than a minute now. Oh, yeah, might. But you're just gonna hold up one of the bulbs he has harvested. Here you go. These are
Ooh.
be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Tell me about it.
right. So you can throw them at people, and it hurts.
It's one of the bulbs.
It's
Could I have one?
it's one of the more underdeveloped ones that you saw.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like a small one. The big ones are not very good to harvest. They're a bit they're a bit more volatile, I guess.
You can see Angus is in the middle of a very hard think. He is absolutely in the... Could I have a sapling? Something to keep and grow. I'll keep it with my rosemary.
I mean, sure, you could have one of these. I mean, it's a
Please.
mushroom, so it you know, it got spores.
It's a mushroom.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
sending
thank you.
trade-
And he will
yeah,
carefully
yeah, sending a
hold
trade.
it out.
Yeah, sending a trade request
Trade
for it.
accepted.
Let's see.
So I was just kind of giving Angus like not a side eye, but like you better not put that in our food kind of look.
Yeah. Also, I have to warn you, this is very much not edible. But
I will
it's
trade you one that is.
deal.
And he pulls out a button mushroom from his cap and hands it over to Grunka.
There you go. Just be careful with this thing.
I will. Tuli,
She squawks at you.
you're good with plants, right?
She tilts her head
I
and
want to put
squawks at
this
you
in a
again.
cute little pot. And I would like to grow this with lots of love and care. Do you have any druid magic or wisdom that could keep this guy healthy until I can get it planted above ground?
She kind of
Can you make druid clap to make it okay?
she tilts her head and gives this strange, like a parrot-like bob of the head to indicate yes.
I love it. It's like a cockatiel or something. Just squawk.
Yep.
Thank you. I want to grow it and love it and put it in a little planted pot container, and I'll paint happy little explosives on it.
Yeah. You just be careful there. If they find a good place to grow, there can be like, you know, big fields of them.
She kind of ruffles her feathers from him and kind of hops across the ground, kind of pointing towards what looks like the end of this hallway. she's likely indicating as if, you know, probably best we wait
go for
for
it.
now.
Yeah.
I still love that Thule does the bird hop. It's the most joyous form of movement. Bellum's just sort of been peeking over the edge, and before like Ida heads on forward with everyone, just Ida, could I borrow your hands for a moment?
Yes.
Oh right, your magic ones. You see that glowingness down there? It's a little buried by all the vines, and maybe them magic hands of yours aren't gonna have issue moving them around.
Well, I'm afraid that the mage hand spell is very well known for being quite short range. I don't think it can reach that far down.
Ah, bugger.
However,
It's right way down the bottom, isn't it, Jenner?
Yes.
Okay.
Like
However,
100 feet.
I can if you. No, I can't actually. Not unless not unless many of you want to choke to death. That'd be a concentration spell. One moment. I'll ask Thule. There's a bit of conversation between Ida and a few squawks from. Yep. Yep. Thule hops down and makes her way down to the bottom of the ravine, and is once more going to attempt another sleight of hand check.
Hang on, Tully, just a second. How much can you carry? And so just points to himself as like, would you be able to lift me safely?
She kind of flushes back up towards you and just grabs you in her talons underarm.
Okay, please be very careful with me. I'm gonna spook away them vines so you don't get poked. And that is the plan, Jenna. With
Alright.
Truly carrying Vellum, he's gonna just use his sunblade to try and spook the vines away and get
Okay.
that good shit.
So, as your sunlight hovers down towards the bottom of the ravine here, you watch as the range of your sunlight enters into the vine's range. They seem to swell again, sort of part. You hear these faint as these motes of shadow sort of vanish from across the vines, revealing quite a large cluster of ley roots hidden amongst them.
Do I need to make a check to get them, or can I just loot them?
No, you can just loot them now.
Hooray!
There's no more vines blocking your path.
Alsham provides. You lot go take a look around. There's some bits over here. Because I just realized, A, there's a branch here, and B, there's more ley root over here. And since we're already up in the air, may as well go check it out. If Thule has no objections, obviously.
Let me just go ahead and link you to Thule there.
Yeehaw!
With that, I'm just gonna minus 100.
You know how hard Liska has been trying to ride Thule?
Damn it! You just stop. You know what? It's not in text. I'm stealing the joke, and that I was already gonna make.
Very much deftly avoiding the blight boom there, about 100 feet up. So, go ahead and loot that cluster of
Ooh,
ley
another
roots.
big cluster. Wonderful.
Again, easy enough to do as the range of your sunlight seems to be absolute poison to these massive roots.
Smart. Ironic, the plant does not like sunlight. Shows
Yeah,
you
that's
how
the
fucked
funny thing.
situation is.
It's just like Noli, they love this shit. I did want to quickly peek up here, Jenna, but for sake of not having to move yourself around, if there's nothing up there, then we don't have to. Oh god, there's a lot up here. Scoot up a little bit more so I can see down the. Okay, so that just leads to nowhere.
The ravine just seems to carry on into darkness.
Wait, there was a blue glowy back there? Oh no, that's a
That would be
light spell.
dancing lights, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do we walk past that?
Yeah, no, that's just the light effect.
Okay.
Might
Well,
be worthwhile to have her move her dancing lights up.
I was very appreciative of you, Miss Tooley. That will hopefully be very useful for us. And
She
thank you
gives
for
you-
not dropping.
She gives you an appreciative nod.
Am I unlinked?
You should be.
May I unmount? Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck mounted.
Oh no.
Well, I am Tooley now. Just walk me around. Oh god, I vanished. Tooley ate me, guys.
Oh no.
The curse persists. I was too delicious. Well, that was very fruitful. I'll hand these off to you later, Joe.
Right?
Sorry for the wait, everyone. Rare and valuable thingamabobs.
Right, so what's the plan?
Continue upwards.
Yeah, to that big ominous door that we'll probably have to either blow up or stick Angus's key into.
Yes.
One of the two.
Still very
Careful.
casual.
Indeed.
There's no middle ground. We're either blowing it up or using a key.
Careful.
I'm going in the.
You encounter this immense 40-foot tall stone door, adorned with a beautifully carved portrayal of a tall, svelte, and athletic. A beautifully carved portrayal of tall, svelte, and athletic giants wielding imposing spears, thrusting them
yes.
into a writhing serpentine dragon. These depictions represent, you now know, as stone giants. They're known for their reclusive nature. The presence of a tomb sort of dedicated to their kind underscores the collective collaborations of various giant clans in sustaining the Atashi Empire here. And at the door's centre lies a runic sigil, reminiscent of those you've previously encountered on similar doors, wrought in giant text.
Hey, we dwarves have an ancient dwarven word to describe the unique frame that only stone giants, these earthen giants, have known to date. Totally foreign, unheard of, and special. We gave it a majestic word to match their majestic agility. In Dwarf, this is known as a trink. Commons just pronounce it as a twink, though.
Theo just has a deadpan look. All is
same.
otherwise.
Do not let their mysterious and whimsical nature fool you. Though they may have long flowing dainty hair and agile lithe bodies, they are incredibly fast and can stab you with a spear faster than you can say hello.
So can you open
Don't
it,
wanna
or
I'm trying to open the door and it won't let me.
Funny thing,
Yeah.
there appears to be no keyhole. There, you just see a runic sigil.
What does this sigil say?
Again, this is not giant language, but some sort of spell or incantation. You've seen it before in previous similar doors. This is an arcane lock spell.
Oh,
this shit.
right.
I mean, you know, they locked everything.
Right then.
As you shout out that word in giant, It echoes through the halls, met only by the occasional creak of wood in the distance.
Yara just looks to Angus. Speaking in giant. No, Angus, step away. That's not how it's gonna open.
Concerned about what he might have been saying. Open the fuck up, yeah, you cunts. No, I like the mystery. It's fine. Sorry.
The spell magic
Okay, what level?
at you know what? 5th level. Curling at the
Alright.
door.
You weave your crystalline magic once more and you send it towards the sigils, and there's this burst this bursting sound like the shattering of glass as the runes fade, and there's this subtle thunk within the stone.
What was that stone cutting for?
I'm trying to think how they intended for this to open.
Ah, yeah, because we've been sort of circumventing the locks with magic utility and such, but there's always supposed to be a way to open the door.
I mean, considering the fact that these are giants, and it's most likely their assumption is that they were the only ones who would wield such magic that would even get close to
With
this.
a 22, it would make sense, being stone giants, that they may have some sort of specific rune that they would channel to open the way, like a not quite a key, but a tool that they would use.
Hold on.
Well, I mean, Angus is the one who knows this information.
Yara is going to bring out the staff.
All right.
Going to look at it and then
That I should also note that clunk in the door sounded. How to put it sounded like a mechanism unlocking.
The door is open.
You gather it's up to you now to simply open it.
Angus, try and push the door.
We just push the door?
Let's go push the door.
Pushing the door!
Door slides open, and it doesn't quite push, but it rather slides, parts rather. And it upon opening the doors, instead of an expansive chamber, instead you see two identical murals that greet you side by side, almost like a triptych. It's here we go. Each mural presents a tall, stylized depiction of a stone giant carved into the stone. The figures stand with crossed arms over their chest in a pose reminiscent of burial customs. These murals feature two recesses on each side, positioned near the knees of the stone giant. Hemispherical indentations, each adorned with a singular bar.
So do we like pull these or some shit?
I think they need to be under this.
You
Under
walk
the
you're
sink.
close to it. Go back. You walk close to it. You can't escape out there.
My reflexes were just like, oh god.
Roll a stealth check.
That's fair. Ah,
Damn it,
that's.
Vellum.
Well, hello,
Well,
Bill. What
you
are
know
you doing?
what? I
Oh
didn't
no!
know-
What are you doing here?
Damn it.
In my defense, I thought they had been cleared because that's what was going on last I checked.
Pay attention to
In
what's
your
on
def-
screen, mate.
In your undefense, don't
I'm
go
stupid.
near them at all.
No one had been here.
Bronca, make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
Makes sense.
I can only apologize. So Velen just like skirts the gap, and then just sort of looks at the door, and then there's a glow from his right, and he's like, "Oh shit!"
Nah, fuck it.
The black boom explodes in this cloud of thunderous gas and poison.
Now, question, Jenner.
Not we.
Is the nature of the poison airborne or contact?
Very likely contact.
Dang.
I didn't get a chance to re-roll my poison save. Fuck, whatever.
Okay, just go ahead and roll it. Roll again.
Was it not giving Snack advantage or something?
Yeah.
It didn't.
You too, Angus.
Didn't give me advantage.
Yeah. So both of you re-roll.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I can't even.
Wait a
help
minute.
that.
Hold on. Hold on.
Oh. What you doing?
All right. We can proceed. I just want to make sure the chat log didn't move.
Okay.
I just need to save this for posterity's sake.
Oh, that you rolled a 0?
There we go. I was just completely enraptured with this, and next thing I know, I'm just caught off guard as I explode.
Kaboom! I am actually genuine.
Hey,
I am genuinely sorry though, guys. Like I didn't think. I was like, okay, I want to go somewhere
No.
where I'm not in the way of shit. Went right next to a bibba bang.
It's fine. Actually, this is gonna be a good character moment. So let's proceed.
God damn it, Dilemma.
Vellum.
Yeah, that one was on me. I was so focused on not falling in that gap there that did not notice the thing until it was too late.
Next time, Vellum.
It's a giant Greek
No.
bull.
Don't just throws a glob of fucking ointment in his face.
okay.
Vellum. Next time, stay near a wall. Don't come near. Just stay near a wall, please.
Just avoid a green glowing pistol.
Just yeets a little glob of it into Angus's face. Not aggressively, but just like, there you go.
My mouth is open.
Well, maybe you'll get it in your system quicker then. Right, come here, Jojo.
Eat some.
Just slap it on my face.
I did Angus's face because it's pretty much the only visible part of it, but hang on. And he's just gonna like rub a little in. Shut up, Chrome, I don't want audio captions. There we go, I've gone through one pot. An entire pot of ointment.
Okay.
Very much appreciated.
So
Yeah, well, my own fault.
what's the plan?
Now,
I'm gonna rub a little on myself.
You just see these two murals side by side, identical, revealed by the doors.
Oh, you're just gonna
So
try.
if I try and
do it
grab
later.
them, can I twist these things?
Uh,
Like the bars, or does it feel like
bars?
they're a solid piece not meant to twist?
they seem very solid.
Valm's gonna go to the other one and then sort of following Angus' lead a little, but he pulls them instead, twisting.
Pull against the bars. You feel a thunk on the floor.
So if that was a pit trap, I'd scream.
Like the sound of stone thunking against stone. That's about
Alright.
it.
Okay.
I'll pull mine then.
It seems to be the way of it.
And Angus.
Maybe they're like handles for the door.
Make a.
That's me thought.
Actually, Sayun, I'm gonna DM you something.
Alright.
Secrets and lies.
What kind of funky shit am I seeing now?
What flavor of fucked are we?
I'm going to examine this door. Look.
Well, let's wait and see what Sao has to us, because then Ducky can act on it before we go killing ourselves.
Well,
I'm assuming. Okay, who is near or around the murals?
Vellum and Angus are both have their hands in the holes of the murals and are pulling on them, as if to open two sides of a great gate at once.
Yeah, and Dejar is nearby, observing.
For a moment, Sal sort of looks up and down, and then she just sort of. The shark can see it. It's like that moment of epiphany when you realize, oh, come on.
Oh, it's a push.
Yeah.
But it's dunked in everything.
The shark just
Yes,
lowers
there's a door when you pull on it and it hits the frame.
Who puts handles on a push door?
to the
Boys,
man and then just looks to Sal, just reading her face, and just her face just like, really?
boys, try pushing instead.
He just pinches the bridge of her nose.
Who the fuck puts handles on a push door?
So you have something to grip onto?
And why would you need to grip for a push? You push with your palms.
So you can pull it to
Talking
close
and
it.
just do it.
You just push it from the other side or something.
Go ahead and double click.
Just gonna push.
Go ahead and double click.
You can do the honors, Atlas. Or do we both need?
Just double click the
With
wall.
pillar in which direction? Up, down, left, or right? Yep.
Oh, it is that we both have to do it.
You grasp the bars and push. Initially rigid, the mural gradually gives way as it starts to move, and to your surprise, it's not just an image, but a colossal pillar measuring about 15 feet by 15 feet. The same carving on all sides of it. And as the quote-unquote mural shifts, it unveils a 40-foot high corridor behind it. And the movement exposes a concealed space hidden by this massive structure. Underneath your feet, just below, smooth grooves appear, etched into the stone. The ceiling mirrors the floor, and matching murals adorn the segmented walls around you. And it quickly occurs to you that these walls are in fact similar pillars to the ones you just moved.
Oh. Alright.
Alright then. Well, Mr.
let's-
Fajar.
Fajir.
Har Fajir.
No, just Fajir. Anyway, let's go take a look.
And before you.
Oh, yep.
I'm stepping here. Because I'm not getting caught into anything else.
Before I do what, Angus?
Let me just. I have a sneaky feeling.
No, not close to a crack. It's getting close to a wall.
He takes out a piece of chalk. There we go.
I just went immediately into a fucking corner and laid low as much as possible. It's like, fuck this. Right, well. Away we go. Oh, there's just another, like a hallway over here. Hang on, let me take a peek. Nope, not one of them green mushrooms over there.
See, each of these...
Where are you going?
I'm over here.
Each 15-foot segment of wall has the exact same mural. That same stone giant in the burial pose, with those two handles on either side of its knees.
Angus takes a moment and he looks down. Oh. I see. Hold on then. Let me be smart about this. See on that and then that. You're gonna. It'll go down to this other way. Okay, lads. And this. Okay. Alright. We got a bit to moving to do.
Right, everyone try and stay close so we don't know what's gonna happen.
Angus, are these
Uh-huh.
grooves on the floor what I think they are?
And you already see he's indicating the way out. Yes, they are. These are tracks. And to prove my point.
So, before you do that, you might want to just like click so you get the pop up and then move away. Otherwise, it's just gonna engulf you when you move it.
Really?
Oh, never mind. There you go.
Well, you thought you was just gonna trap Vellum in there.
As you see Angus just with his massive gauntlets just grasp each end of this, one end of this, these what clearly appear to be handles now, and just slides the pillar across the groove, which it's actually pretty easy to do. You notice these tracks within the ground are worn smooth.
Huh. Well, that explains that. Ooh, hang on, I've got an idea. Ah, get fucked, mushroom.
And with that, I'm just gonna do this real quick.
Sorry for not clearing that. That just seemed like a sensible solution.
No, because there's a thing for this.
Squish.
There's this,
Yeah, be careful moving those things.
There is a satisfying squishing sound followed by the thunk of stone as it plunks into the far wall, and this muffled as the black boom is crushed by solid stone.
That's one way to get rid of them bloody things. Okay, so I guess we just gotta... Okay, I think it might be an idea that we follow the wall, like the outer edge, and see where these end up and move them to see how many exits this place has got. Does that sound like a plan to everyone?
That's the first plan, but hold on. Before we do, we should consider something. We need to think, right? There may be some sort of clue here, because the ceiling, the walls, everything's exactly the same, because it's all the same brick, right? But you know what won't be the same? The floor. Even if they repeat the patterns, the stones had to be moved once, at least once, to get to whatever exit. By seeing what's worn, we can see what's been moved already. That may lead us to where we need to go.
Gainer, Vellum's gonna crouch down and try and look if there's any gap under the pillars, or if they are flush with the floor.
They are completely flush.
Well, you might be onto something there, Angus. There's no gap or anything, so even if these were in great condition, which there might be, there's probably going to be some scrapage.
And even if there's some scrapage, it at least tells us which ways these things have been moved for. And as far as we know, there's been no other adventurers of the like to come in here and mess with it. So it has to be us.
Then we find a squished
Or
corpse.
the people who made it.
Right, well, you're the dwarf here, so see if you can find any of them scrapies.
Lucas gonna start hovering like 10 feet off the ground.
Well, 29.
You know what's funny?
Investigation time.
Right.
It's funny. Ida and Tuli don't know about Grunkus floating, so him just walking in, hovering, it's gonna be very jarring.
I'm not
We've made a wonderful discovery of the deeplings. An evolutionary adaptation to avoid poison and fire.
It's a magnetism.
With a 29,
English.
it is very evident. Clues as to where the walls are and aren't can quite easily be seen by where the grooves on the ground stop and start. This groove in front of you appears to go directly into the wall, or at least underneath the wall. This itself, in and of itself, may very well be another pillar you can move.
It does seem to be that way, yeah.
Same with this one, and across down to the other side.
The exterior walls have no movement for it.
Indeed.
That much can be seen. As well as likely the exits don't have a groove, so you can't plug it. You can block it from the outside, right? But you can't plug it, would be my assumption. If we're to go on the same logic that they have for the doors, or the walls, excuse me. So, with that investigation, is he able to see any sort of like signs of wear or anything that indicates use, that this is the path that was frequently the pillars moved? Or perhaps is this just too infrequently used for it to even have that wear?
This was likely infrequently used. In fact, one thing you do notice: the stances of the stone giants depicted within the mural-like structures. I can bring that back up and show you again. Suggests they are more than mere pillars. These serve as tombs in their own right. The clothing portrayed on these stone figures implies a working diaspora of lower status within this stone giant clan that built this place, and it's plausible that these could be the tombs of numerous and nameless stone giant masons and other labourers who were closely associated with the individual or individuals interred within this location.
We'd have called it
Question.
something.
Is this concave where it sinks in, or is it convex where the shape of them bulges out?
What, the murals?
Yes.
They are recessed into the stone, so that
Yeah,
they
they
can be
wouldn't
flush.
mesh together otherwise.
Yeah.
Alright, lads. Should something happen, jump up and try and squeeze in one of these spaces.
It doesn't appear to be much space to actually fit. The image of the stone giant is pretty much flush with the surface. It's a shallow recess where the sculpting of the stone giant is it sort of gives it like a recessed 3D appearance, if that makes sense.
Oh, I see. I thought it
Yeah,
was.
there's not like a gap.
No.
I thought there was an actual gap. Like, we could open this up and a corpse would be between these two molds.
That'd be funny.
That'd be
You just
fucking
move
brutal.
a pillar and just.
A body.
Hon-
Yep.
Honestly,
And suddenly
I
mummy
wouldn't put it
battle.
past them.
But that
So-
means they're probably locked inside of these blocks. Oh, now I want to crack it open and see.
You want to crack open every single pillar in this as an unforeseenly large room.
That's
Yes.
Well,
the
then
thing.
we'll
You
have to
don't
do
you
that
don't
later.
know you don't know how large or small this room could be. As indicated before, each of these walls, where the grooves kind of venture underneath, seems to be a pillar in and of itself that is in fact immovable.
Yep, 3x3, motherfucker. Right.
Let us taste.
So, as said before, before you move that one, you might want to go back.
Not
Otherwise,
being
it'll
part
just
of it.
Otherwise, it'll just slide back and just sort of engulf your token.
Okay, I guess I'm thinking we move this one on the left down a couple, and that'll give us a bit of wiggle room up here.
Oh, wait, hang on. Before you.
Oh god!
So you just moved it into a wall. So there is resistance here
And it's
and here.
okay.
So you can only slide it back.
So there is a resistance. Because he tries to go to the left.
Yeah. So you
Okay,
can't move it.
So
you
it can
can't.
only slide backwards.
Yeah. You can only
So he
move.
tries to drag it to the side. Oh, that's not gonna work. Alright, lad, move that one down to the south.
On it. Also, that was fucking scary.
This appears to be
Mate.
this appears to be an edge to the entire tomb here.
Alright. That should give us the space to get that one out.
We'll go. Right, so that's an edge wall. Looking at it. Because
Yeah.
there's no groove to move it up.
Looks
This
like
one
it.
has a groove, so this one can drag and move.
Alright, stand back everybody. Angus, have at it.
I'm gonna pull it down and then I'm gonna pull it over to the west, so you may want to stand back down one lap. He will drag this south and then move it to the left.
I think you gotta hit it from an angle like over here.
Yeah. Just bring up.
Otherwise you'll
bring,
get squished.
yeah. Bring up the move menu and then move your token.
And
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's what
There
I'm
you
doing.
go.
And I'm gonna commit to doing this and moving it to the left.
To be fair, I'll put myself in appropriate position.
You don't necessarily have to. And he's gonna drag it over to the side. Alright, let's move this one over. There should be a pocket here. Alright, lad, let's see what this is.
As the passage is revealed, there is a vibrant flash of green light that emanates from the space beyond, accompanied by the grinding sound of stone And suddenly, a dense and noxious fog surges forth, billowing into the chamber.
You see why I said about being fair? Because I knew that was coming, but I didn't want to metagame.
It
Is this
curls
poison,
around.
by the way?
It is poison. You have advantage.
Ooh,
15.
let me check something real quick. Because if this is breathing related, I am.
Did that actually roll with advantage?
It did. Yes.
I don't
You
think-
rolled. You rolled 2 10s.
Damn.
I have advantage as well because of survival mask, so I would like to.
All right. Re-roll that.
What is up with our saving rolls today? Damn, guys.
Well, in fairness, I don't normally have advantage. It's only because I have the mask on.
no, I mean like our low
so-
rolls.
Oh god, I hope I succeed this because I just looked at what my health is. Hey, there we go.
24. You succeed. You only take 25 points of poison damage.
Oh god.
I think it's time we pop some potions.
yeah. Development anchors just get
25 poison damage?
enveloped.
Yes, 25 points of poison
Oh, I
damage
see.
to the both of you.
I see it's already been applied.
So, the noxious air billows into the corridor, curling around the corner, spewing through cracks and diffusing into the air. And you notice this sharp bit of motion as what looks like a revealed green dragon head wrought in stone closes its jaws once more.
I think they anticipated us skirting the wall.
Yep. We're gonna make sure we are far the fuck away from any gaps.
I'd also like the both of you just to make investigation checks. This is putting some information together. Also,
Oh boy, this'll go well.
Also, Dejar and Saoyun. You're both very intelligent people as well.
7.
We can just get this back together.
Yep, stone
Awesome.
cunning would apply here.
I think I'm actually gonna hold off on my potion. I only have the one.
Dude.
That moment when Sao and Angus have the same idea.
Oh, if only that one was 2.
I'm just gonna look back to her. Oh, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I might be thinking with you.
Right, Angus and Saoyun, as you both kind of confer with each other, if they are putting if whoever constructed this place is putting these, well, are clearly traps in these recesses in some parts of the wall, why would they do that? Is it because perhaps there are indeed entrances to other sections of the tombs, and they're trying to, how would I put it?
Dissuade.
Yes.
Right. I also have a thought. This might be a corner. If the corners have the holes, then, because we went to one flushed wall, there is another flushed wall. Aye, on the right and then on the top. And then in the corner, there was the trap. That may be the actual corner. So there may be nothing more northward than that.
Well, the mouth seems to be closed, so maybe we could take a look.
I would stand to the side. I'm gonna get closer to it and investigate it.
I want to see some.
He's gonna carefully approach this.
Don't pull any pillars next, please.
I'm not going to.
Don't squish me.
I'm not doing the you.
How dare you?
See this massive vision of a a green dragon's head. In fact, this could quite possibly be even life-size. You can see.
I had a pebble.
You can see a number of roots kind of coiling underneath the stone, having sort of broken through from the ravines.
Right then. Well, there's nowhere for me to grab and to move this. I don't see any indicators. No way of knowing that it would be there.
Thought. We ran into something similar into the Morbog with proximity magic. Where if you, with a rune, if you went by a certain way, it would set it off. This possibly was a precursor to that.
Like with the ring, revealing special ways or disarming traps. If instead of disabling the magic, if we had the special magic rune to open the door, it may have even shown us the way.
I wonder, he's going to cast tech magic ritualistically to see if in detect magic or dispense magic on the dragon's head.
Are we gonna stop and wait for 10 minutes then?
Would be bad.
I would communicate that with everybody instead of just stopping to channel, because otherwise Angus was gonna keep going. So, communicate your intent.
If I may, just while you're casting, even if it's just for like a minute or the 10 minutes, Sao would take note of the number of pillars just along the edge here. And she'll start to draw out like a grid thing in her notebook.
Wait.
So the shard couldn't speak up. Before we do anything, give me about 10 minutes so I can cast ritualistically detect magic. So we won't bumble into something like this again.
Do you want to be this close to this thing in case it, recharges? You know what? I'll leave that up to you. That's for you to do. I investigated it. I didn't see anything about it. No keys for it. Final thing. Let me do one of the.
Gonna do a chalk.
Your little chalk.
I did a chalk skull there. I drew a little skull, and then I'm gonna. I have stone cutting, and I'm gonna do one of these.
Fine.
And I'm going to do a wisdom mason's tool check to appreciate the sculpture and sort of see if I can learn any techniques.
Okay. The 26. You do notice that the stonework is cyclopean in nature. There is the bricks were cut in a very specific way to make them not like the same. How would I put it? You know the type of stonework where each brick is a different shape, but they're carved in such a way to have them sort of interlock with each other without even needing, like
Mortar.
mortar. Yeah,
Yes.
that seems to be the case here. And being
We'll
giants,
spin the.
yeah, and being giants, it must have been very easy for them to create such enormous bricks and slide them into place.
He'll take some time and appreciate the quality and sort of attempt to reverse engineer some of the ways they may have carved these things, check for the tool marks and things, and try and correlate it to that which he already knows and understands.
With detect magic, there is a distinct aura of evocation and divination from this stone green dragon head. It is likely it's not expended all of its charges, and it's likely to recharge in quite a while. Not immediately, but given time, it probably will recharge.
It's not out of charges, which it shows by blowing smoke in your face.
Wise counsel there, Angus. So perhaps we might leave soon.
And why is that?
It isn't. Will recharge, not very soon,
He has a
but
smug
it
expression.
will recharge. It hasn't expended all its charge. It hasn't expended all its charges. So it
Well, I'm
has
glad it didn't happen within 10 minutes, eh?
It doesn't mean immediate.
Oh yeah, it could take
Go on.
hours or years, who knows. Anyway, get your ass out of the way.
Mention my ass again. That probably might point that
Well,
one.
I can't,
right at
because you don't have one. Now scooch before you get crushed.
If I make any scrolls or something help.
That's not the one I clicked.
Who got
I
squished?
clicked the one above it.
Did you trap yourself in?
Yeah. I meant to click the one above it. This one.
Oh, we should probably go before it goes off again. Closes it in on itself. Gas fills the room. Oh no.
Interesting
I
note.
can move that
There is no. There are no handles on this section. This appears to be just simple stone wall.
Yeah, if you remember, we
Oh.
pulled it down and then across. So we want to pull the
yeah,
one
yeah,
above us
okay.
across and then up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've played video game. Probably.
Because, as you now notice, as it's revealed, there is no grid that goes to that wall.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So, Angus,
I hate.
I hate to sound racist with this, but as a dwarf, when it comes to stonework, you do things symmetrically, yes?
Yes.
Alright. Then we're possibly looking at an 8x8 room in quotation.
Alright.
How many spaces do we have open here that aren't filled with pillars? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. Over here.
Oh, there's another one.
1, 2, 3, 4. 10
There's another one?
spaces that 10 spaces without.
Vellum will gesture over to there.
Ah.
Because we're going to move this one first before we can even really shift it. Unless you want to just push it.
I have an idea. So there's a bulb there. That's there. I can just see a gap there. So I'll do this.
You can see two more of these blocks.
Did you just squish a pepper bag? Sorry, I keep calling it
Indeed
that.
you did.
It's stuck in my brain.
Oh,
Okay, good that it was a mushroom and not anything useful.
I saw there was a space. Ooh, I see more room over there. Alright, so here's my thought. Oh, I wonder if I can push this one down. Before I do it in case it's full. If I try and push this one down one, does it resist?
There's resistance to here. That's it. So you cannot push
can
it.
I move this one south? Can I
Yes.
move it down?
You should be able to.
Do you want to check if
Alright.
there's anything in mine?
Yes. Right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drag this one down. Keep yourself clear. And then I'm gonna pull it to the side.
Shall we all move out of
which
the
way?
way first? I
Yes.
think I'm going to move here.
What side you're gonna push it?
Alright, get ready. I'm moving it down again.
Gonna do the dodge action?
Immediately, another. There is another puff of poisonous breath that spreads around the corners.
Fuck! Damn it!
Oh,
I'm
it goes
one
around the
square in.
corners. Fuck. That's why I was trying to.
You're just within range.
I was one square too close. I thought I'd be okay in the wall. Apparently I wasn't targeted, so I'll take that as a win.
You should have been.
Going on over there?
Roll me a con save with advantage, because you have that mask.
Oh, sheep, but I'll do this. So 20.
Angus rolled a 9 and an 8. 20, you succeeded. So you only take 30 points of poison damage. However, Angus is resistant to poison damage, so he only takes 30 points.
Alright, they go around walls and corners. Good to know.
So, how's everything going over there?
We're learning things.
I don't feel very good.
Unfortunate.
Alright. So we are looking at roughly
Oh, fucked up.
we are looking at a puzzle piece. Except the puzzle is quite literally dangerous.
Well, there's another one over there. We should check that one.
I have an idea.
You're gonna speak up. Do any of you have any resistant potions to poison?
Well, I
Cool.
divvied some out. I've got one myself, but I'm holding on to it for now. Don't know what else we're gonna have to deal with.
Considering how, I have this ring and I can see how you are holding up. Considering how you might need to use it. If this is keeping up, you might be worse for wear.
Sorry.
Might be worse for wear before you even hit anything more dangerous. So keep that in mind.
What ring is that again?
The one that can track your health. I
Oh
can
yeah,
see your
we've
health.
got
No,
those.
we don't
Yeah,
know.
they're on. That's why I let you
I
know
don't
what my
have
health was. Well, these are avoidable, so I'm not gonna drink my potion. Just I didn't think it could go around corners like that.
It's a gas vellum.
Well, I ain't an alchemist, all right.
You're not an alchemist, but you're also very stubborn.
It's nothing to do with stubbornness. I thought by the wall I would be fine. I was just slightly too close.
Vellum, you're very much very hurt, and I'm suggesting you to do something. And you're holding out on the resources, which could help save your life. What else you calling that? Not being stubborn. Whatever, do what you want.
No, I only did.
Sorry for seeming stubborn. It's not like that. I just, with the way the last two went, I am fully expecting to fight some kind of poison giant by the end of this. I think that's going to be
Yeah,
more dangerous.
probably.
That's going to be more dangerous than some statues spewing smoke.
Hold on, it's just chuck.
Gong. Oh, I was going to squish it.
Do you have any health potions?
Yeah, I'll be drinking some in a second.
Interesting note, Dejar. I forgot to mention this earlier. You'll detect magic all around you. Each of these pillars seems to resonate with a very, very faint energy of necromancy. It's very, very, very old. In fact, it's probably the best way to describe it is necromancy as it's the closest type of energy that matches how you categorize magic, as this type of magic was likely here before necromancy was even a thing.
He's just almost like lightly chastising Vellum. He's looking at the pillars just as the detect magic is wearing off, and is staying very close to the walls, like avoiding them purposely. Yeah, I'm not. No. I'd rather fight zombies than be anywhere near those pillars. Yes. Alright. The rest of you, be very careful around those pillars. As my detect magic is wearing off right now, I'm sensing very, very old necromancy. Very old necromancy. Those pillars. I'd rather fight hordes of zombies than be near those things. To let you know.
Potion.
Take this brief moment to rejuvenate yourselves from this from these traps that you've encountered so far. What's the plan?
Well, there's another one there. And if it's like anything else, it probably means that one's poison.
Well, we have to check, because the second we don't check, it's going to be something we need or some way we need to go. Oh, I'm going to stay the fuck back here, though.
I've got a brilliant idea. How would I do this? Like that?
Ayun.
I'm holding off on sliding it, because I know the second more than one person tries to slide thing, we're going to end up with
Oh, it's gonna be
squished
probably
people.
gonna end up being fun.
Ayun.
As Dejar nudges you, Sayan.
Sorry, what?
I was whispering in Sion's ear. Pay attention to the pillars. As my detect magic is wore off. I've sensed very old necromantic magic. I mean very, very old. Like older than War of the Undying magic.
I'm not surprised at all.
Well, it's a long tunnel down there.
Necromantic magic is granted bad in most cases, but it is also a preventative measure from the body to rot.
Well,
Alright, watch out, Ellen. This one's coming up.
this is what I sense was not preventative measures. I'll just say that much.
I should probably rephrase, but I think I know what you mean. When I say preventative, I mean it keeps a dead body from rotting.
You know what?
So, I have a
Whatever.
question.
Mm-hmm.
This will go down around corners, right?
The toxic gas does appear to spread around corners in a cone-shaped fashion.
Yep, that's why Vellum is up against a wall and further away than he was last time.
I would be.
So you now know what to look for. It is likely to spread about this much.
That's what I'm thinking. So what I'm gonna do is this.
We're going to squish Vellum.
Oh no.
Oh no, you've trapped yourself. Oh wait, no, there's a little bit down.
And as this happens,
Over the earring. Watch out for gas!
Fuck off, breath weapon. You ain't getting anybody this time. God, that's so much damage.
a massive gout of poisonous gas pours forth from this alcove. However, you, Vellum, are safe and secure.
Yay, I went one square further this time.
It
He's gonna
spreads
go over the-
around. It spreads around the pillar, but you, Angus, are safe and secure in the darkness.
I sealed myself away!
Vellum's gonna go over the necklace. Damn it! Fucking stop pushing things willy-nilly before I could talk.
Angus,
Oh, sorry.
Cool.
as
Do
you
that.
are kind of sealed within this chamber, you look behind you. You feel the grinding of stone behind you.
Oh no.
Oh,
As one of
something
the
else just moved.
as the pillar is forced, seemingly the pillar is forced from the other side, slid behind you.
Did someone just move a pillar?
No?
Someone just moved a pillar.
He's freaking out in the dark. I love it. Get me out of here.
Oh god, it
Pillar.
scraped my ass!
The pillar slams behind you.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. I moved that one up. No, wait. Oh. Yeah! Yeah, well. Over the earring. Yeah, well, fuck you!
What the fuck is going on over the earring?
I have no idea. I was looking to see if there was anything in here.
Either someone's moving the pillars or they're connected.
No one's touching shit.
You're the only
Well,
one
who
moving.
says it's you?
I'm way over here.
You said
beside
these were
Tuli and
tombs.
Ida. Yeah, they're tombs.
Did any other pillars move?
No one touched shit. I'm not touching shit.
I think it's safe to say it's none of us.
Which means either they're connected to each other, or there's something slamming them back at me. Fuck off.
That enough of your nonsense. Fucking mushrooms, get out of here.
Hey. Okay. I have a plan.
Will it work?
Let's find out. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
Please don't kill me.
Silence falls over the tomb.
I'm waiting for the sound of crunching metal and
Prepare for poison. Alright, Vellum, tell me if something spews some ass your way.
I'm still over here.
That sounds like it just spewed poison.
Oh, I saw a bit of it. Yeah.
Is there anything hiding in that alcove before I seal her back up?
Don't know. I'm still in the one you left me at. Jenner, is there anything of worth in here?
Not that from what you can tell. Just a very immaculately carved draconic head.
And you said the mouth closed when the gas stopped, right?
Yes.
Did it like flush close or just aesthetic?
It seemed to
Is
close flush.
Okay, so that is the physical barrier that stops the poison from going far.
Grunker, what's Grunker doing? Gab, you've gone quiet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm kind of just letting Atlas do his thing.
I'm exploring the
Okay.
edges.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of floating around. It's just like making sure
What are you
not to
doing
touch
in
the
there,
floor.
lad? Get out of
Yep.
there before you die.
Yeah, he's just floating around, so he's not touching the floor in any way.
Give him a second.
it's the odd curiosity. Why are you leaving this open?
No, I was just waiting for Angus to be done and for everyone to get through.
So,
Oh, before I forget.
Angus, I was about to move something once everyone got through.
Right, let me just mark this one as trap.
Alright.
Hold on, one moment.
Everybody through who's getting through.
Right, let me get out of the way. Careful,
I
by the way. Those ones down there were moving on their own. They almost crushed me to death.
Oh,
It's like something heard I was there and tried to kill me.
that's concerning.
Like
Can't
I
really
said,
pull this. Can't really pull this from the corner. Give me a sec.
necromantic pillars.
I've half a mind to believe somebody's inside of this, or at least some of them, marching towards you.
Me?
There you go. Right.
The one who tried to warn you about this?
It
No,
is.
I'm agreeing with you. Shite your gob.
Alright, everyone calm down. We're just a bit tense.
It is
a lot going on.
fascinating what the stone giants were able to do with such ancient technology as well.
Hold up. You know, literally just like grab arms, stop them from wandering towards the explosive mushroom.
As Ida kind of wanders around just looking at the architecture of the place. Right.
Right, you know what? You're sticking with me from now on. The archaeological wanderlust is getting a bit strong for you.
Hey.
God, I want to squish that mushroom so much, but I'd have to move like 2 different pillars, so somebody just pop it.
Yes.
Actually,
Bong.
boom. That hit 2 of them? Damn. 2 for 1.
I'm probably like on the other corner or in an alcove or something.
Great. 2 for 1 special.
Okay,
Right.
this is giving me a bit of an odd vibe now. So, it's about 8 pillars wide from the entrance. But so far down here with this length, as Sour is gesturing, it is longer than it is wide.
Seems like every other is a dragon head. So I have reason to believe this is gonna be a trap.
Well, we gotta shift some pillars around first to make space for it.
I think I'll move out of the way.
Wait, this is a nice little exercise. It's a shame Liska's gone. I would have missed her mass.
Well, it's probably for the best. No. Oh god. Why am I going with it? I was just stood next to it and it started pulling
dear.
me.
It's a bit,
It's got me.
so it's a bit of a hiccup.
Let
with
go of the handles,
pillars
dummy!
The haunting pillars of the stone giants.
Man, that's actually scary. Like if they grab you and drag you with them.
Yeah, that's a very scary thought.
That's spooky.
Ah, yes, the fire giants. Storm giants. No. The most scary is the earth giants. The unassuming earth giants.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to move if you could.
Now, as you recall, Angus,
I'm thinking.
this was the location where you were very almost crushed. But
So let's go back into it.
looking around, trying to find out who or what pushed that other pillar. You don't find anyone.
Either some pillars are connected, or there's some fucker hiding. He has a big brain. He has a very big brain. But I don't have the spell ready for that.
No.
Faint necromancy in these, huh?
Yes, but also here's a thought. We dealt with air. We could also be dealing with earth elementals. You know, we dealt with fire
Anything?
elementals. We could be dealing with earth that could be moving shit. Who knows?
As he shouts out to 30 feet anything that would be able to hear him.
And suddenly all the pillars around you move.
Don't you fucking jinx it.
He's turning undead. There's undead energy in the pillars. I don't know what else you expect to happen.
Earth
Maybe.
elemental.
But this place
There
have a
is
reach of undead.
there is an immediate flurry of grinding stone.
Fucking told you.
And hate it. And hate that I'm right. I wanted to be wrong.
Mark the ones that moved.
Wish I was wrong.
It was. I saw that one. I saw that one.
Oh,
This one. Wrong way.
wrong way. A number of the
Motherfuckers.
pillars begin to just separate and move and slide across the ground away from Angus. You notice, with your passive perception, Sayun, out of the corner of your eye, one of these pillars, their eyes seem to flash this green light,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
They bastards.
I'm not like
Get
into
shit.
this.
Quick, mark the ones that moved.
Mark the ones that have green eyes. Glowing ones.
That two.
The green eyes are beginning to fade, by the way. It's just this brief flash and then gradual fade.
So it was these two for sure.
And I'm gonna use my emerald pen to doodle on these.
In fact, you know what I can do? I can give them a tint.
Oh yeah, tint them. That's even better. But we'll just say that we're marking them in some way. But if you'll tint the ones that moved, should be that one, and was it this one? Which was the one? Because one tried to capture me, but went the wrong way. Where did it actually go? Like this way?
It was those two up there.
I think this one.
Yeah, that was the one that accidentally moved, and then this is where it should be.
Yeah, they should be tinted. Not sure if that's shown up yet.
Can I have my light back?
Oh,
No light for you, only darkness. The stones have decreed it.
Because I can't see tints in the dark.
Well, I think it.
Yeah, that one tinted. That one's tinted. And I think that one should be tinted.
They're orange.
Boing.
I was here. Watch out for those ones then. I knew it. I knew something was trying to kill me. What does anyone else want to do?
I was about to move some pillars to get at this corner before shenanigans happened. So now Sour's moved. I'm gonna do just that. So access the option, move out of the way.
Angus. So what you're saying is some of these are possessed, for lack of a better word, and others are
Yes.
just regular movable pillars.
you back. I think it was during the previous session when you asked, when Angus asked Ida about the next tomb. Any information about Stone Giant? Angus, you recall Ida mentioning that sometimes they would use their dead as part of the building material, since stone giants petrify when they die.
So it's their actual corpse in there, very likely, and potentially animated.
Oh boy.
Angus, I have an idea.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm squishing mushrooms. I don't know why it's so fun.
You're a goddamn
Haven't.
child.
Look, it's funny.
Angus, what if we remove the pillars that are blocking the dragon's head, and then shove one of the giant ones in there, and then block it off with a secondary pillar in front?
It wouldn't be able to move unless it can push the other ones.
It's worth a try. Plus, it would tell us if they move, if they can do that.
I mean, we could.
You hear the grinding of stone from elsewhere in the tomb, very muffled.
That wasn't me.
Ah, see, another one's at it. Either it had free space or it can push them.
I'm more
I have a
inclined to
feeling we
believe
can
the
push
police space, but... Wait. Where's Bellum?
I'm over
Where
here.
is Vellum?
You hear
Where is
this,
here?
this muffled voice from behind a pillar.
Well, I did the earring, but
Oh, okay.
just doing something very quick. But
Oh.
I went with it. Did not want to go with it.
Standing here, I can't get crushed, which has pushed me backwards. So...
Bellum?
I'm over here. Just don't come yet. I think I'm checking for gas.
You wait. 1 second, 3 seconds, 10 seconds. Nothing happens.
No, and Vellum will tentatively peek.
You see
got a hallway.
where there should be a draconic visage wrought in stone is instead a passageway that unveils itself, this time stretching into the darkness beyond and descending down a flight of immense stone steps.
You just hear over the earring. Ha! I knew my instincts were right. We got some stairs over here. Oh right, over here is where we were before, up the top bit of the room.
Ha! I knew it. Good job on the instincts, Willem.
Thank you kindly, Rita. I don't think we should go down just yet. There may be other branches or who knows what else. But at least we know where we're going next, probably.
And at least we now know what to look out for.
Ah, there you are, Sal. How'd it go over there?
Well, some of these pillars are possessed and will move on their own.
Huh. Well, that's a problem. I think these were... I mean, I may sound stupid here, but I think it maybe they were repeating the statue placement so that when so people wouldn't bother risking it if they thought that there was a statue. So here was steps instead.
Makes sense.
It does make me a little worried.
What about?
Just... Sarah just gives a quick glance to one of the marked pillars. I don't know. There's so few pillars compared to the amount of walkable space.
Well, I mean, there's got to be room to move them, right? If you got too many pillars, you can't move them enough to make any passages.
No, you misunderstand me. This feels less like a puzzle to keep people, you know, spending time, and more like a small
Feels like a
arena.
death trap.
Yes, a small arena that moves on its own.
Here's a thought. If those things have the free space, one could block it, the other one could block him, and we wouldn't be able to push it out. And we'd be trapped.
Well, let's not linger then in that case. The longer we wait, the more chance they got to do what they been doing. So the question is, do we want to head... What was that, Jaja?
Doing what they want to do, kill us.
Well, the question next is, do we want to head straight down the stairs or be thorough?
Wait
See
a
what else
minute,
is
I'm
here.
smart.
Honestly, if this is a death trap, I want to leave as soon as possible.
There's no guarantee that that's the right way, though. It may just be some other path, and maybe there's other bits with something
Well-
important.
Lingering here will only increase our likelihood of dying.
Hey there, shit-ass. It's good to see you again.
Don't know
Let's
what
see,
that
so...
is wanting to do, but that doesn't sound good.
Well, he's doing his own thing. Ida, Miss
want me-
Dooley, I recommend maybe waiting by the stairs. That way you haven't got to move around as much, and there's no
Yes, that
chance
might
you getting
be
squished.
a good idea. We'd have to get out of the way of these grids. That shows us where they can move.
Exactly.
You want me to check the stairs with my arcane eye?
I've re-revealed the trap. Did the breath go off?
You didn't hear any muffled sort of roaring breath from the other side.
No.
Well, Angus seems to be being thorough, so I am going to take a quick look down here. Would anyone like to come with me?
I'm more than likely going
Wouldn't really answer me.
Do let us know
Okay.
if you find anything.
to. We will, but preferably we will also get out alive.
So, just move this down, so may as well push it back down more. And I went with it again. Why don't you just move myself away every time, or... Oh wait, no, that's probably by design. Okay, so that's there. We don't need to push it back in. Trap. Jenner, are these only push-pull, or can we, like, pull sideways?
Oh, you can pull sideways, just as long as you have
You
access
can move
to.
in any direction.
Yeah.
I know
As-
hypothetically, but like in terms of accessibility. what you
Yeah.
can actually-
So mechanically, you can pull them any cardinal direction as long as you have an 18 strength. If you have below 18 strength, you need to roll for it.
Man, good thing I have 19. Oh, hang on, I gotta move this back for a second. Something very important I need to do.
Oh, I see what Angus is doing there.
He's pitting them in, the little shit.
Put it in there, and I put a python in, and I will break some of the immediate stone with the end of the python, right? Get access to some of the regular stone underneath. I will drive this thing in there with my massive magical fists, and then I'm gonna mold earth around the normal stone, and I'm gonna like cast it like cement.
Nicely done. That thing is wedged tight in there. Nowhere to go.
Well, lads, that's one. I'll repeat the process.
Might want to step away a bit, Grunker.
Oof.
Importance of being thorough.
And
And I wait for the gas.
another bout of gas does indeed reveal itself. So it's a good thing you moved out of the way there.
Yep. Alright, Grunker, once it's gone, can you take a peek and see if there's anything in there?
Okay.
Last thing we want is to
I
miss
love how
anything.
Grunka peeked around the corner, looked, saw it, and went, nah.
Nah,
Oh, it's dragon.
nothing else.
Uh, doesn't look like it. I guess I can make a check.
Yeah, you can make an investigation check if you like.
Investigation check.
I have this image in my head of Grunker just floating around like invincible.
Yeah, kind of. It's just like up
16.
straight.
Nothing here seems to be out of the order from any other alcove with the dragon's head you've found so far. It seems very similar to the rest. Besides the numerous kind of roots that have wound their way into them, you can see a number of fungus patches clutching to the walls. And you imagine it's a good thing you've got the air bubble. Else,
Yeah, it's nothing. Stay. Yeah, it's nothing but dragon head, some roots, some mushrooms, and stinky gas.
Alright, come on out of the way then, and I'll push this back.
Alright.
how are you guys enjoying the interactability of this map so far?
I really like it.
actually
I just
loving this.
I feel a little bad that I'm wasting everyone's time checking all these alcoves with nothing in.
No,
I'd rather-
no,
I'd rather
that's
you
what
act-
I was
I'd
just
rather
doing.
you act-
It's smart.
Yeah, I'd rather you actually check everything.
Hmm.
So in case we find something neat.
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm thinking, ooh, maybe there's treasure.
I would absolutely expect that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because there's so many of them. One of them's gotta have some. Down
I mean, you found the
Oh, I-
the hallway.
the stairs. Yep. Okay, so that
Yeah,
one's
I mean,
probably...
but like, there's got to be treasure somewhere.
I'm just seeing everyone just playing with the pillars. And it's
I'm
like,
being very careful because I don't know where Angus is right now. I'm pushing
I'm
things
at the
down.
far right.
Okay, good. I'm pushing things south, so I just didn't want to suddenly just like, oh, what's going on? No, not again.
By the way, while
I
everyone else is
imagine
doing
if you
this,
start pushing to crush him, he's gonna start pushing back. So don't worry too much.
Sorry, go ahead, Space.
while everyone else is doing this,
What's the jar?
I'm gonna cast Arcane Eye to check down the stairs.
all right.
Next,
Go ahead
we'll
and,
do Snake Skeleton.
yeah, go ahead and summon that arcane eye, and you should be able to click on that door with the arcane eye to teleport that eye to the next map.
Just checking that nobody's back here. Okay, I'm safe to push it.
Everyone
Everything is
reshuffling.
lagging.
Yeah, because everyone's moving pillars.
Sorry, it's gotta check. So
Whoa, why am I up here?
Oh, sorry, that was summoning arcane eye. Everyone's got access to the arcane eye.
I don't have access to me.
What?
There I go.
The fuck?
Should have been for this.
There you go.
If you need more pythons, I have some.
I can't get to the next map. I'm.
Right. Okay, hang on. I can fix this. While everyone's fiddling with the.
it's fun.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh, my pillar broke.
Uh-oh. Oh no, no.
It's stuck. Damn it! This always happens. I always get stuck.
Right, hang on. I'm on the other map. I'm just gonna.
That's fine. You do what you need to. I'll.
Yeah.
I'm getting drugged, but nothing moved.
I'll try double clicking.
Okay.
Right. So while you play
I
on
see
that scene,
stuff.
I'm gonna see what's going on over here and fix this.
Oh, I
pillar.
see what's happened. I seen what happened. The image isn't attached to the token. Move the token, but
Ooh.
not the image going with
Yeah.
it. So it's like here
Oh
currently.
yeah, I see that.
I
That's
see.
happened to me too.
So Yeah,
Would've been nice.
refresh.
yeah, I think it's because I wasn't on the scene, thus everything.
Oh,
broke.
it didn't allow it because the DM wasn't.
Yeah. So let
Weird.
me stop moving, everyone. I'm gonna. Okay. I see what's going on. So, where's your broken one? There it is.
I'm finding all the good shit.
Goodies.
All right. Back to pulling.
And you've trapped yourself.
Or have I?
You
Because
also
I see
see,
what's down
yes, you see, if I can get my notes back up.
there. Yeah, Velen
yeah.
just sort of pulls it back into position and is like, wait, shit, I fucked up. And then he turns around and is like, oh, huh.
You arrive at another colossal stone door. Though you can't see much detail from this angle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get too close to it. So, but did I hear any signs of poo gas?
No, you didn't.
Safe to do this. Okay, no gas.
Oh, is that
Nope, it's... Nope, there it is.
what little bit laggy?
Vellum just over the earring. Well, I'm 2 for 2. Well, actually, I'm 3 for 3 at the moment.
You see another hallway that leads off into another darkened hallway.
So, there's a hallway, no stairs this time. And a little more down from where this corner is big steps and a door like the one we came in.
You also see in that doorway very, very subtle glow.
So, you mind coming with me? I see Summit and I want somebody with a bit more sense and better eyes.
Hold on. I will be there shortly.
You know, the buddy system.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one who walked on all alone?
Well, I was within sight.
No, you weren't. You were blocked off by pillars for like a good while.
Well, I mean, I don't see Angus anywhere.
Yeah, I'm trying
Angus
to load
is. Oh, did you have to refresh?
it. Yep, I did
Oh.
that and it's not loading it.
Oh dear. Oh, I see why. Because you're still in the fucking. Are you just on? Are you just?
Downloading world data.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you might have to wait a bit. Sayun and Venom.
Right, so it's down this way. I saw some glowing. I'm a bit careful. Yes, I know that's a fine thing coming from me right now, but better be safe. Door. And magnifying glass, question mark.
See if you want to inspect the door.
Oh.
just
Will
get
it fuck up if we
on
both
it,
try and
or-
inspect it?
Might have to get a bit closer.
I clicked it.
Double click.
It's a double clicky.
Mm.
I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a
Oh.
Sal thing.
You arrive at another colossal stone door, matching the grandeur of the first, measuring about 40 feet in height and 30 feet in width. This door bears a solemn mural depicting a mighty stone giant warrior wielding a spear collapsed beside the serpentine dragon's body. The towering inscription atop the door eloquently seems to sort of. You
Neither
imagine-
of us speak giant, Jane. Right,
Yeah. you imagine it waxes poetically about something that you don't quite understand. And at the centre of this colossal portal, a configuration of 5 linked dials forms a plus-shaped pattern. Each of these dials holds 4 sizable polished gemstones, crafted into translucent orbs nestled within claw-like settings. Among these gems, you notice sapphires, topazes, emeralds, rubies, each etched with a distinct giant rune. And I imagine you can both see that, yeah?
Oh, I didn't examine it because
I'm
Okay.
looking at them and
I'll examine. Oh. Okay.
yeah,
I see what you're doing now. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Know this shit.
I'm
So, do you want to take a whack at it, or should I?
Oh, you are not touching this by a mile.
I know I'm not. That's why I brought you. You've got a better mind for these things than I have.
As much as I want to try and do stuff with it, I am not going to right now. Instead, as she pulls out the notebook and pen, she begins to scribble down where each gem is, what the color are, position, and drawing out a small diagram of, you know, the entire lock. Before we move any of these, we can try for better purposes to do it theoretically first.
Put it together in your mind so that when you do need to do it, you are prepared.
Yes. Granted, I have no idea how any of these actually move, but I'm going to note it down first, because let's just be real. This is going to take a while. And just
Yeah.
for clarity's sake, I am plunking an image down of the thing in party chat. So I have it.
I'm sealing away the things that can kill us. I hope. Folks don't-
I assume. I assume by the pittance in chat and the constant moving of things. I'm surprised they haven't done anything to try and stop you. It's kind of hilarious.
I have been carefully positioning myself so that they could not move me to crush me.
So, while Sao is scribbling
right.
down the exact end of it, he's gonna sort of peek, look a moment, as if he's like trying to make sense of it, and mildly gives up. So, I was wondering about something.
What?
I'm gonna be wanting to get back to work soon once we get out of here. And, well, my work list is rather large. I was wondering if you'd be willing to give me a hand with it. And obviously I can help with yours. I'd just like to do more projects with you.
Are you actually asking for my help, or are you asking for my company?
Kind of be both.
The way you phrased what you asked for, it had both, but you were asking more about one than the other.
He's gonna like sit down on the step. Well, it is a little more of one than the other, but I think honestly, so what you do astonishes me a lot of the time. I mean, I'm not just flattering you for sake of it. Like the sort of things you piece together and make happen. maybe a little of that will rub off on me. And maybe a little of what I can bring to the table can rub off on you as well. We can just be better for working together. And yeah, it would be nice to have your company more. I'll admit I've been a little off for a while, not really speaking to many people. It'll be nice, you know?
Oh, damn it. That is part of them.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, it was funny. I'm just trying to keep into serious character.
Well, I'm quite aware of what solitude can do to one's mind.
It's not pleasant.
String contest, motherfucker. You won't get me! Ah! Over here, he's just yelling.
Go ahead and make me.
Ah!
And
I find you! Mark this one. I find you, shit ass!
Vellum actually takes his earring off.
I'm gonna piss on your grave!
Oh, I love your commitment to the audio bits. But yes, Vellum just like, Sal can probably hear the Angus yelling as well, but Vellum just sort of just takes it off. But yeah, and there's more than one reason to want something, and I think I'm alright enough to try and figure out what I want.
Well,
Hmm?
are you trying to flirt with me?
If I am, I don't realize it. As you well know, it sort of switches to Orcish. I'm usually a lot more eloquent with my flattery. And then he switches back to trade tongue. And trade tongue don't quite make it for it sometimes.
Let me rephrase what you said to me a bit ago. You want to spend time with me so that part of my unorthodox brilliance will rub off on you.
Yes, not completely one-sided though. I'm hoping that I can be some kind of positive effect on you. Maybe a bit of my stubbornness. And you'll give a bit of a wry smile back a little.
I'm pretty sure I could carve you in half and still have enough stubbornness for the two of you.
Well, you're welcome to keep what you carve.
you hear an almighty thunk of stone somewhere within the entire tomb.
Oh, it has to go a couple. It can't.
I fucking
There we
love
go.
this, like a deep personal conversation on one side, and on the other side, fucking let's go, you stony bastards.
Hold on, this one just tried to get me, right?
How fucking dare he?
Double damage against objects.
You're killing me, man.
I'll punch you right in the cock grave. Boom.
With a
Slide in that.
it cracks some of the stonework, but this is a very hardy piece of architecture.
You want another one, do you? Just reverberating through the walls, earring be damned.
wouldn't mind helping you out with some of your project. But I am wanting to work on my own, since I have kind of neglected a lot of them.
Yeah, I had noticed, and I think I overheard you talking about something bigger. I don't know any of the details, obviously, but I'm not a selfish person, so I'm more than happy to help you with what you need. With
Thank you.
whatever I can offer. I can work long and hard, I can be where I need to be when I need to be. I can bring whatever materials you might need.
First part needs some phrasing, but okay.
I'm trying, so it's hard.
I'm aware. Maybe one of these
So-
days I should give you language lessons in common.
Look, it's trade tongue, it's stupid. I've spoken it most of my life, if not
I mean-
all of it, but
I mean in common, as in how you speak. It's less about the language you speak, it's about the choice of word.
I guess when you try and run on instinct, you say what's on your mind a lot more than
You go
taking
to the
a moment.
closest and nearest word that means adjacent to what you want. It's the same about saying like, what's the difference between heat and fire? They're both warm.
Hmm. Yeah, I've been doing my best, but well, you and everyone love bringing it to my attention that I say things a certain way.
Let's just put it as is. You weren't taught formally.
Yeah, you can say that. Picked up a lot of what I know from some small amount of schooling, and the rest I picked up from people at pubs. Well,
Most of what I know I learned from books, reading and trial and error.
well, that's because you're smart like that. Me, I kind of lean more on the trial and error part of it.
No, Velen. I'm saying I was lonely as a kid.
Me too.
But you had people around you. I had a library worth of military history and knowledge.
Well, people aren't always people. Yeah, I grew up in a town with a whole lot going on, but even in a town full of people, you can feel alone.
And books can't answer you back if you have questions.
Well, books won't kick you in the face for asking.
You're almost right on that. They can't drop from the bookshelves.
Those are some pretty spiteful books.
Yeah. Early century military history can do that.
Well, if I ever need to say something properly or important, I've always got the old, Elkish. It's a lot easier and feels a lot more right anyway.
Yeah. Though you have a lot of informal vocabulary on that front.
Well, I didn't have, as you say, a formal training. Every bit of Orcish I learned from my mother and she from hers. I guess a couple of things got lost in the generations.
Quite a bit. Let me just say it plainly. You know next to none of the honorifics. And it is telling.
Well, I guess I need a well-read teacher.
You're asking the one and only one in your family who would use adjacent honorifics instead of the correct ones just to spite people if they were assholes.
I mean, is it any worse than what I'm doing now?
There's a look on Sal's face as she just looks up from her notebook to Vellum and just looks back down. Spiteful honorifics can be okay in most cases. It's just a clear indicator that you do not like the person, but you respect them. No honorifics means you disrespect them and you don't care for their power or title.
Yeah, I'd say that probably leave a bad impression. But hey, you gotta know the honorifics to twist them spitefully.
Most of them. I will try and compose a list. Just the most basics for you at the start.
And in return, whenever you need me, I'll give me a holler and I'll be there.
I might.
Please do. I figure you got a lot of catching up to do on your projects. And an extra pair of hands always goes a long way.
Between you and Angus, I got plenty of hands.
True. Angus can get a bit, he sort of just listens off in the distance. Carried away.
Yeah. The man is so earthbound that he'll still try and reach for the heavens.
Yeah, he's definitely a unique fella. Well then, seems like it's gone quiet, so we should probably head back and touch base with everyone. But he sort of stands up, dust himself off from all the fucking the lichen-ridden stone he's been sat on. But this was nice. It's been a while since we really talked.
It has been. We have also just been always moving. It's either from one place to another, one event from another event. Even our vacation didn't feel like vacation.
I know, right? I mean,
It was
between
nice.
everything I had to deal with in that diving expedition.
Honestly, I find that quite relaxing in a way. It was different.
True. I'm probably going to want to get back to work as soon as I can now. That's when I really feel at peace.
Oh yeah, speaking of, and Sal sort of holds up her amber runestone. I've been thinking about maybe trying something out with this and your setup.
Oh, you mean, working it through the lens and seeing how well that works?
Yes, because this is sunlight.
Well, I'd be willing to give it a go with you. I mean, I'd trust you enough to let you at my apparatus. We'll give it a go at some point. See what we can do.
Let's get back to the rest.
You hear the
Hopefully things have gone smooth.
you hear the distant thud of stone, as well as some dwarven insults.
Many dwarven insults. Oh, Velen puts his earring back in.
As you turn the corner, you turn the corner to see Angus just punching one of these pillars. Just punching the stonework.
No, I'm not an eyeball. Let me look at myself, game. I can't select myself. I am an eyeball.
Hang on. Let me just
I
delete
know
that.
where I am. There we are.
Angus, what are you doing?
I've come to realize something. I can't seal the ones away. They're all undead. Every one of them. He lifts up his giant fist of Skog. I can fix it, though.
He just Velen sort of just leans a little and then says in Orcish, "Carried away." Well, it seems like we're all set. Sal and I found another door over there with some shit on it, and Sal made a diagram. Might be worth looking at when we decide where we're going next. There is another hallway that way as well. I haven't checked the bottom yet, have you? Angus.
I'm sorry, what's that? As he's just proceeding to punch this giant in the knees.
You were down that end of the room, right? And he points south for us.
No, I was down over to that end, as he points to southeast.
Well, I don't know if we want to go checking down bottom, but we got a few paths we can take already, so let's find somewhere safe to sit a sec and discuss.
I do believe Deja has also been scouting this room ahead of us.
Ah, good on you, Deja. More
What did
information to
you?
work with.
What did you see?
Well, I saw if the room down there was filled with a lot of oddities, some slabs, probably filled with information. There was a platform, had a giant's hand, but on the opposite end of the room there was statues of wyverns or dragons on either end with, I would say, sorry, mine's still buzzing with information. Still trying to mentally sort it.
It's okay.
Gate.
Take a deep breath. Take the whole time you need.
Like they're about to spew poison. So there's information and trinkets and treasures down there.
Treasures, you say?
Yes. I would tread carefully down there, though.
Hear that, Angus?
Final punch to the balls. Right then, boom, let's go.
Let's be careful with it. This was a room that had not a lot in it, and it gave us some trouble. I want to know what kind of nasty shit there is in a room that's got something valuable.
Right. There are thorns in there. Just crevices and cracks. Thorns just ripping through the place. So, yeah.
I'll give them some trouble.
Yeah, you've
got a solution
doing
for that,
nothing
right?
but that while I'm trying to focus through the scouting.
Ah, yes, there you go. Sorry. Have I been too loud to focus, or should I be louder?
You are just a ray of sunshine as a dwarf, aren't you?
So I was the ray of sunshine.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Waves this.
You are a sunsmith. You are always going to be a ray of sunshine. Him, on the other hand, are...
Well, I mean, if you just sort of, he like moves his sunblade to reflect off Angus's head.
There's a word. And she just switches to giant. A craftsman within his own element. Rock-headed. That is
And
the
then
word I would use.
But not within his own mind, he replies in giant.
No.
No. I want to live on in the minds and hearts of others. That's why I do what I do. Anyway, let's go rob this grave.
And
Slow down, Angus.
Hard head is hard as stone, and mind is hard as granite.
Yep. If you want to change maps, just double click there, and I'll just describe what you see on the other side before we end.
You must gather your party before
Venture forth.
Can we? Hello? I love this thing so fucking much.
I am liking how this is put together, by the way, Jainer.
Yeah.
Do you need me to move forward so people can spawn
That shouldn't be
and
an
not
issue.
overlap? Okay.
But yeah, just in case, feel free.
I'll scoop myself up here. Oh god, damn it, I'm in Thule again.
Stop being
I moved and there she was!
Grunker,
I can't go
want
anywhere
to,
lately.
you want to venture forth as well?
Yes.
Slow down, Snick.
Yes.
Jainer wants to describe everything and then end the session.
Yeah, it's as far as I'm going. I've seen every place, so I.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fair, you've seen everything.
You got to click the door. Click the door. Double click the door.
Gotta double click the door.
Grunker, double click the door.
Walking into the invisible wall where the fucking check mark should have been.
He posed.
I do not own any tokens visible on this screen.
Can I not have a bird on me now?
I'm just loading in.
Oh, okay.
The green mist is not ominous at all.
I mean, you know, the place is full of poo gas, so
The poo gas.
Ooh, guess.
Yeah, that's Jan.
such a fun
January.
phrase.
Yeah, January
Yeah.
said I don't own a tag on this map.
Yep. Just gonna drag a token on. But yeah.
Wow.
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 Well, these earth giants were a bunch of shitters.
Yeah.
I want to see what's
So-
around the corner.
So-
Release me from this birdie wench. Sorry.
There you go.
Birdie, wait.
I'm free. Goddamn. Alright, I'm gonna stay there and stop.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, look at that. It's a.
So you descend the colossal staircase, enveloped in a pungent aroma permeating the air. Time-worn stone walls bear the marks of myriad roots snaking beneath, distorting and fracturing the stonework. You enter into a tremendous chamber. Tall stone shelves segment the space, housing a curious collection of carved oddities. Among them are large, weathered slabs of chiseled stone and an assortment of statuettes, each standing nearly 3 feet tall, though likely small by giant standards. To your right, at about 10 feet tall, stands a striking lectern-like structure, bearing a singular stone slab atop it. Flanking this lectern are 2 circular stone stands. Throughout the chamber, massive thorned roots weave intricately through the stonework, causing fractures and displacing sections of the ceiling and walls, leaving rubble in their wake. You can see this, Grunker. At this end of the chamber, upon a stepped stone dais, there's an artfully carved statue that catches your attention. It depicts a fusion of a young dragon and a drake. A blend of features that defies the usual distinctions between the two creatures. From what you've understood so far in your travels with this, with the hammer strike, as part of the hammer strike, while dragons and wyverns have 2 legs and 2 wings, the easy distinction is that dragons larger size, brighter colours, and breath weapons. Drakes have 4 legs and no wings. This statue has 4 legs, 2 wings, and it seems to blend the characteristics of both species. Perhaps an artistic representation inspired by 2 types of giant pets of bygone eras. And from what you saw, Deja, occupying the chamber's centre is another dais. This one is a large hexagonal platform with a diameter of 25 feet. Positioned in front of it stood an 8-foot tall plinth bearing the deeply etched image of a colossal handprint. And across the expanse at the far end of the chamber stood another draconic figure, akin to the one you now observe here, upon entering. So you have a brief moment to look around, get your bearings before I end the session.
Are we allowed to move is the question.
Yes, you are allowed to move. Just so you can. Oh, hang on.
You're allowed to move, pause this game.
There we go.
Oh man, I
Yep.
see shelves. I'll be looting those next session.
This is interesting.
The stone slabs on the lecterns appear to be written in giant script.
When is it not written in giant script?
shit.
It'd be weird if we came along and it was in trade tongue.
No, you know what
There
would be
are
funny?
plenty of those
If
things.
we found something written in ancient Dwarven.
It's probably going to be slurs against giants.
It's like the people who carved up the gargoyles for the ancient, cathedrals, and they put little graffiti and curses up at the top, and they drew the gargoyles' faces as politicians. It's just that the slave. Well, no. If it had been like fire giants or something where they used slaves.
Alrighty, I think I'm satisfied for the moment. I will be doing some heavy-duty shenanigans this time.
All right.
All the stones! Ooh, weathered slabs.
All the
Yeah,
stones
that's-
you can stone.
There's
And with that,
33 of them.
I'm going to end the session here as you begin to explore this newly unveiled tomb. I'll just leave it on this map for the meantime. I'm going to stop recording in 3,